All right, yo, 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 it's your boy Yoshikidneo, and we are back in the World of Boridil, the adventures in Boridil. I just realized that, there we go, to adjust my screen. So the last time we left our heroes, 4 out of the 5 of them died to a beholder. It was a very, very tricky fight. Um, I don't think I don't think anyone except for Joe, who just so happened to be the only one to survive, understood what was happening. So I tried to give them hints as to what the hell was going on with the fight to try to help sway it into at least an even like a level playing field. It was statted as a sort of hard encounter based on having 5 PCs at level 9. And unfortunately, the tactics that the party incorporated versus the tactics the Beholder used did not equate to hard, but actually almost became my first TPK. So that story actually is like that session. I think will probably be one of my, I wouldn't say favorite session. Well, it'll definitely be one that stays with me for a while. Just because of the fact that I almost decimated the entire party with that creature. But it was fun. I think they still had fun, maybe, especially with like what happened afterwards, with the choice I gave them on whether they wanted to come back or not. But today we're going to be introducing 2 new characters, so hopefully you guys all enjoy that. And yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty. The last time we left our heroes, you guys were in the. Actually, I think last session. Oh dear. Kirsten? Yeah.
Yeah.
We hear a lot of background noise. I'm not sure if it's us. That works. Thank you. So last session, we started off with you guys having gone through or stepping through a teleportation circle. And long story short, it was not a fun time for the group. You guys ended up being placed in this sort of battle arena, and your opponent was a beholder. And none of you have ever seen such a creature, so you were definitely not prepared for these sort of abilities that it had at its disposal, the cunning that it implemented in its tactics against you guys. And unfortunately, 4 of you had fallen victim to his petrification ray and were eventually disintegrated. Except for Mong and Snoopy were both charmed by the beholder and essentially battled each other, but Mong never even stood a chance as Snoopy tore out his throat. Not to his own will, and Snoopy could definitely tell that something was wrong with this whole action. He wasn't sure what it was or what was going on. He knew he had to do it, but he couldn't place a finger, or a paw rather, on why. So it was a very brutal fight, but Snoopy was able to make a deal with the beholder before it started to shoot its eye beams at him once again, and was sent back to the teleportation circle that you guys had walked through in the beginning, and redrew it in specific areas and was able to summon the beholder to that location, in which it cackled and said that their deal is done, and that he appreciates Snoopy. And then he teleported away. And Snoopy was able to get to the end of the crypt after sacrificing the cleric of the Sanguine Sea, Sister Alcava, to a door that or that the key was a massive amount of blood. Well, I wouldn't say massive, a generous portion, a generous serving of blood. One that Mong and Angelica, if they had been there, did not have enough vials for. Even though they had been collected. Uh, After Snoopy had opened the door, Lid was standing there and he was somewhat shocked at the fact that Snoopy was the only one to make it. So after they collected the residual corpses, the dust particles that were the former party members, he brought them all back in a very temporary resurrection, just to allow them to hear their choices. Choice number one was to go ahead and find eternal rest, as they have, they have found death, or death has found them rather, and their souls can go on to the next life, whatever that may be. Or he could bring them back, and they would essentially become, or they would come under Lid's servitude, and would have to serve him at some point in time. But he would try to give them as much of their free will as possible. Both Tamsin and Quinn rejected the offer and instead chose eternal rest, and in which Quinn had asked for Lid to make good on his promise in trying to save Kai, uh, which Lid ended up being able to extract a good portion of Quinn's memory in order to better help him with achieving that goal for Quinn. And Tamsin was finally free of the demon that had been sealed away inside of her. She didn't find out any of the answers as to why the demon had been sealed, how it had been sealed, or what the timeline was when it had been sealed, but she didn't hear the voice in her head anymore at this point and decided that this was probably the best chance that she had at finally gaining inner peace. So they both had their spirits released, and Angelica and Manguzu decided that they would be fine with it on the condition that if they didn't like what Lid was going to force them to do, that they could choose the eternal rest, which Lid said that that would be fine. So he resurrected them, and you guys do both have some undead traits now, which I believe I texted it in the group chat. I'll probably make a little note on your character sheets as to what they are, but essentially, you don't require food, water, or sleep. You still have to do a 6-hour long rest or a 10-minute short rest in order to do like the normal benefits of both of those things. It's just that while you're doing it, you can remain alert. So you're essentially the best sentries that the party has now. You're also immune to the poison condition as well as poison damage. And the final thing is you don't need air to breathe. So you could submerge yourself underwater and do that forever. You'll still see negative effects to your skin and stuff like that as you are undead, but you don't have to breathe anymore. I don't think you'd be able to speak underwater. We'll figure that out later. And then the final caveat is whenever you drop to 0 hit points, you'll roll a Constitution save. The DC will be 5 plus whatever the damage was that you took to drop to that. And if you succeed on that save, you'll instead drop to 1 hit point instead of 0. But if you fail, you drop to 0 and start making death saves like normal. So I'll make a little blip on each of your sheets to annotate that so that you can see that. But yeah, the final thing was that Lid told you that he would send you back to the Peacekeepers Guild that you guys have been essentially using as refuge, and that he would be in contact with you very shortly. Very cryptic, not really sure what shortly means. Could be in a couple hours, could be in a couple days. But he has essentially allowed you guys to go on to find some rest. Which brings us to
You mentioned in the chat that they can't be healed. Is that correct?
That is correct. By holy magic. So you can still take potions to heal yourselves,
Okay.
but
Not the backside.
anything like, for instance, cure wounds and healing words specifically say that they do not affect undead or constructs. So any spell that specifically says that in its description will not work on you two anymore.
Okay,
Are they
so
considered humanoids for spells?
Yes. They're still humanoid, they're just undead humanoids, so they've got the subcategory of undead with them.
yeah, so
Cool.
I could still use my I am unbreakable and stuff like that too.
Correct. So we will start our session with you guys walking through the portal and the three of you popping out. Just keep in mind that you had literally just seen Quinn and Tamsin both turn to dust a second time after you step through that portal. Everything's quiet. Everything's still. What does the party wish to do?
I like just slowly pondering around while looking at my hands. Like, well, this is quite a particular situation. Now look and see Snoopy, and just stare him off like while he's walking away.
Mm-hmm. Monguzu, you notice, starts to change into different forms, and each time he does, you can see his facial features start to change and meld. Uh, you can see his height start to fluctuate. And every time he does it, you watch as he looks at the skin, and when he turns into Quinn, he looks at the mark on his arm. Uh, what do you think that this meant again? They said it was connected to the Dreadful Seven? Think they're still looking for us?
Well, I wouldn't be surprised, especially we still have Snoopy here. So, I'm sure we're still associated with them as long as he's alive.
Snoopy, I'm sure you guys saw, sauntered off,
Mm-hmm.
really, really sad, kind of sniffing, and you can't see, but he curled up in the bed.
All right. Well, I guess I got these new toys, so I guess I'm gonna check these out for a bit. So, I guess do as you please. If you need me, you know where I am.
Okay, and he kind of scratches his head. Yeah, I think. And he kind of runs to the hallway and he's like, I'm gonna go buy some stuff, I think.
All right. As I'm still walking, I wave, put my hand up as a wave, and just like, all right, be here.
Do you guys by chance see when I'm moving his token right now? You see the measuring tool? It would be in the top left area. I don't believe you'll see it. Hi, babe.
No.
Hi. I just wanted to make
Hi,
sure that was a
babe.
test. Kevin says hi,
And
babe.
boom!
Ow.
Hi, only Kevin, since he's the only one.
I guess
Goddamn
Ingrid
right.
wants me to TPK everybody that didn't say hi. You know what they say, happy wife, happy life. So,
And
Angelica,
that's the end of the session.
as you start walking towards the back there, behold!
Honestly, if you put it in my room, I wouldn't be that mad, but...
Yeah, well, would you look at that? Looks like it's round 2.
Yep.
Me and Kevin could probably take it if we were in range. And had full
yeah.
health.
because you requested it.
I give a quick little knock on the door. A little small like, hey, Snoopy, you're in there.
Yeah, I'm in here.
Mind if I come in?
I don't know.
Come on. I'm sure I know shit happened. Maybe you need someone.
All my friends are dead.
I come inside and close the door behind me.
It was all my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I mean, kinda was. I sit on the bed and put Snoopy on my lap. Kinda is, but I mean, it was out of
Like
your
you
control.
like grab me and like pull me onto the lap, and like my front legs don't like leave the ground, and you kind of like I kind of slump.
Yeah. All right, and I start like stroking your head. Look, I understand that what happened was it was some shit. It was definitely some shit. So, I mean, as you can see, I'm not alive at all either. But I mean, at least I'm here right now to be able to voice my opinion. So, I don't know. We did lose some pretty decent people.
And now you're a slave.
Yeah, we'll come to that when it happens.
I should have
Whenever-
just tried to kill it myself.
Hmm.
Or just gone out, and then none of us would have to deal with this.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, I feel like we should have. I should have took a quick power nap before we did that battle. But who would have knew that damn abomination would have been through a portal? I would have known that. But I mean, what's happened's happened. And we'll head into that direction when stuff gets really bad. I'm sure it can't get any worse than this. I mean, look at me. I used to be a scarlet red. Now I'm like pale. I'm like pink now. But
Snoopy kind of like chuckles. He doesn't say that, but
Roasted.
he
but-
kind of like smirks and looks at your skin tone.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure it can't get any worse for me than this. I mean, look, I died. But at least I didn't I know it's a little soon. I know you don't want to remember this, but I mean, at least I didn't end up like Mong. He got his throat ripped out. Jesus Christ. But it's I'm sure he's gonna I don't know if he knows, so I guess we'll let him figure that out when he when he gets back.
He didn't stand a chance.
No, he didn't at all. That's right. It is so funny to me. But yeah, I mean, I guess we'll get there when it gets there. I mean, I'm dead. I'm saddened too because I was growing a sisterly bond with Tamsin. I liked her. She was pretty cool. But all good things have the end, right?
Guess so.
Yeah, had lost before. And from the looks of you, you've had it as well. I just tend to shoo it off pretty quickly, in all honesty. It's a little code of me, but I'm not one for attachments anymore. Well, I'm definitely not one for attachments now that I'm like, I'm a walking corpse. The whole thing's crazy.
Angie, you don't know how I got out of there, do you?
No. I mean, everything when the stone started forming on my leg, like everything went black afterwards. So, not too sure. All I remember is being turned to stone. Well, everything going black after I turned to stone and waking up inside a coffin. So, I mean,
How do you think I got out of there?
I would assume you, I mean, you couldn't have reasoned with that thing, right?
I kind of like give you like a raised eyebrow smirk.
God damn it. You and your first a dragon, now you're reasoning with abominations or demon creatures.
Snoopy
You
says
got
aberration. I'm just
Aber-
kidding.
abomination.
It is an abomination.
a freak, a freaking spawn from the underworld. You're reasoned with that thing. That's you got a knack for this kind of thing. I need to learn from you
Well,
when I start this thing I
I
want to
made a
do.
deal with it.
You say
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
You, you made a deal with it.
The what?
You made a deal with that thing. That's well, I'm not surprised now. All I know is, I mean, my life is in the hands of a very powerful being, so I guess I'm comfortable enough, right?
Pretty powerful. It sounded like he trapped that creature by himself into
Exactly.
another dimension.
So that's I trust him. Eventually, if I get sick of this life, I'll just tell him otherwise. Like, hey, man, I'm sick of this life. I think I've done everything I wanted to do. Which, I don't know. If it comes to that, then it'll come to that. Or if I die beforehand, we will see. But I
I
don't know.
thought for a second there, I thought I saved everybody's life and everybody was gonna be okay. And then another second, I thought everybody was just gonna not
Back.
to be with me and kill themselves. I'm
Yeah.
glad that you stayed around.
In their regard, I understand where they were coming from. Quinn had a lot of pain. You had the
Yeah.
loss of his brother being missing, and then you have him losing one of his closest friends, and then also losing another ally right after. Yeah, I understand. It's nothing
Angie,
wrong.
I'm so scared. I can't
Oh,
die.
oh yeah. You have a curse upon you by the bitch we need to kill.
I can't die. I was just so scared.
Well, how I deal with fear is I punch him right in the face.
Oh, I
That's
wish
how
I
I deal with fear.
maybe I can. I don't know. I think I can play. If I keep trying, I can play an angle that maybe my new sugar daddy will help me kill Baba Lasada.
And sugar dude. Oh god. Well, on the bright side, you're alive. At least you're not in my situation. But then again, I chose this because like I'm curious on what I can do now.
Did I ever tell you what happened to my other friends?
No, you did.
So there was this one battle we had when we were first together. I don't.
Mhm.
Was Quinn in that? I think he was. No, Quinn wasn't. Balrin was. Or what
Yes.
the robot was, yeah.
Yeah, Donovan.
But Donovan, thank you. And Balrin. Anyways, um, there was this fight in the Twisted Wood before we met you, and everybody in the fight, except for me, was knocked out were killed in battle, and a demon lord was summoned. What the fuck?
Prince Rakim.
Are we letting this happen?
No.
I was about to be like,
Because shit was about to hit the fan.
I was about to play into the other. Who are you? So what you're telling me is everyone in your group died or got screwed before?
Every one of my friends in that battle should have died. But they were used instead and used for summoning of a demon lord, and they were all bestowed these curses. And the same thing just happened, and you guys got cursed with undeath. I'm the only. I don't know how I'm coming out of this.
Well, I mean, like I said, on the bright side, I mean, I chose this fate out of my sheer curiosity. So, I mean, it's not all
I
bad.
shouldn't even be dealing with this. I'm just a dog. Should have just been a dog with a happy mind. And now there's all this hurt.
Ah, look at it. Look at it this way. You are a very, very extremely, tremendously capable dog. I mean, look at you just convinced a freaking demon to let you live. I mean, I think that's an achievement, right? Now he's like, I mean, I wouldn't call him your bitch, but I mean, he is owed you a favor, so I mean, or she.
I did rescue it, which probably isn't good for very many people.
Ooh, I wonder, what are you gonna like become a warlock or something? Like, make that guy
No.
your patron?
I thought about it.
No, wait, are you serious?
I mean, couldn't hurt to have a powerful ally, huh?
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, well, I guess the bright side with me being undead. I mean, minus the fact that Lid controls what I can do in life now. Well, not what I can do in life. I'm sure I'm like free of stuff. So I'm sure he's gonna
Sounds to
tell
me
me.
that you're free most of the time, and that he'll ask you to do things that you'll probably say yes anyways. But if you say no, you're doing it. That's how he
Right.
kind of made it sound like.
So, and he's a pretty reasonable guy. So, I would assume he what he would ask me to do would probably be something hella serious, and I wouldn't be surprised with that. I would think that he wouldn't. He doesn't seem like the type to just make me do meaningless tasks.
True.
As capable as I am, as I flex my muscles, my pale muscle.
You're so strong.
No, I wasn't stronger in that fight. That was a big of a puss wagon. All right.
It wasn't your fight, Angelica.
Oh, I mean,
You have fists. It was flying 40 feet up in the air on
Yeah.
a 60-foot ledge.
Yeah. All right, hold on. You're a dog. How do you know math? Never mind. Never mind. All right.
Roasted. Got him.
All right.
Okay, a beagle's like a foot length, so it was like 60 knees up in the air.
No, don't try to play it off now.
Okay,
right.
this is what actually happens when you ask me this question. I look at you and go, out of everything I can do, you're surprised that I know how to measure and feet.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised about the killing. I mean, because anybody can be taught to kill. But
I mean, I talk, I teleport, I have a magical hand.
and that can
I
all
have
be
an eyeball that's not my eyeball. What is happening to me?
you, my friend, are becoming an abomination yourself.
I know.
But all right, I set you back down on the bed and stand up. All right, well, I'm going to my room. I have some new magical toys I need to check.
Oh yeah.
So, if you need me, I will be in the other room.
That's right. She's like a 5 intelligence.
Yep.
And there's like, now how her version of it is like, I wonder what would happen if I did this. She's going to test it on shit.
Okay, so Angelica, it does take an hour for you to identify the new item that you have. Snoopy, it takes you that same hour to identify that mace that you have.
All right,
Oh,
what
yeah.
about
See them. You should see
What about-
them in your inventory now.
what about Tamsin's broom?
You know, mace
Uh,
is the typical rogue weapon.
Yeah. Tamsin's broom, you guys already knew what it did. That reminds me.
Ooh.
I need to put the. Alright, so Tamsin had a staff of defense. Who's got that on them right now? She
Man,
also
all
had the
honesty,
pendant of abilities, a wand of magic detection, and the broom of flying.
I mean, in all honesty, I could like hold it all.
Hold on. Okay.
It'll probably like
Yeah.
make more sense. Be like,
Is
oh, yeah, it's my
the-
homegirl.
The ability necklace, is that attunement?
It is attunement. So is the staff of defense. Have
Yo, so
neither.
if I unattune to the Eye of Dandalion, I just only have one eye now?
And you only can
Correct.
like attune to 3 things at a time too, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Well,
There's
I
also
am-
the Cloak of Protection and Cloak of the Manta Ray that Quinn had, the Staff of the Four Seasons, his Container of Heat and Frost. I believe the
Okay.
only 2 that require attunement is the Staff and the Cloak of Protection.
So you
but
should
if
totally
Angie-
don that cloak of protection.
Yeah, because I already have the gloves and the cestus, and I'm gonna have Tamsin's broom. So
Oh, I forgot
Me-
about the
Let
gloves.
me add a thing.
I didn't know Tanson's Rune was attunement. Can you just use the flying carpet that's not attunement?
No, I don't believe it's attunement.
I'm already.
It's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it's not.
The broom
okay.
isn't.
Neither is the broom and the carpet are not attunement.
Okay, cloak of protection it is then.
Then I'll put the carpet of flying well on you. Don't have these equipped though. Got that equipped. Okay, and then yeah, I mean obviously I've just got them on your sheet for now as a placeholder essentially. That way I
Mhm.
know like who has them. So Angelica is currently walking around with 10 javelins strapped to her back, as well as 2 staves used by a sorceress and a druid at one point. She's got a big ass carpet like draped over her shoulder and a broom. She got all this shit.
We should sell that staff
I'm-
before we meet anybody new, so that me and you can get all that gold.
Hey, I mean, out of character, you the richest person here right now.
Well, that's rich as.
Hey,
I mean,
didn't
it's
you
true.
Didn't you find some platinum? God dang it!
I did. I actually am kind of rich. But we should sell that staff or exchange it for something cool.
Yeah.
So yeah. Now you guys know what those items do that you found, the new ones anyway.
Angie,
And I'll say at this point, as you guys are like convening with each other, you start to hear shouts and stuff coming from outside.
I come out.
Let's go kill something. I kind of say like haphazardly, like
What the? I'm not killing anything, but let's see what the hell that was. Where's the exit? Oh, I gotta take the long way around because you can
this
blink.
is a dungeon. Oh, there's the door.
Kevin, where are you going?
know, we're
Why?
going to...
I was trying to figure out like where the hell am I going?
The exit is this way, actually.
Oh, so I was right.
That's
Yeah,
an
going
exit.
down
Are
those
we
stairs.
upstairs? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not
So,
sure the
as
blood
you
trail is
guys-
necessary on the stairs, Brady.
As you guys walk down the stairs and come to the outskirts to like the little courtyard of like they're pretty much dormitories, like all lined up the streets, and eventually they curve around to form like a small little cul-de-sac. You guys come outside, and in the alleyway immediately in front of you, about 50 feet away or so, you guys see a group of armed and armored, what seem to be like they're wearing the guards' attire, are currently pushing around some creature in the center of this big group, and they're just shouting things like, "Go back to your own home, you little pheasant!" And you can see some of them are throwing what looks to be rotten food and rocks and things like that. "We don't want your kind here. Go on and get." And eventually, one of them pulls out his little baton. He's like, "I'll teach him. I'll break his wings. How many strikes you think it's gonna take? 1, 2? Maybe I'll do 5 just for good measure." And he brings up his club, and you can see that he's starting to hit something, and you can hear the schwack, schwack, schwack.
I'll walk up to see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so as you get closer, obviously you're tall as fuck, and you tower over these humans, and you can see that there's this bird folk, Arakocra, I think is how you say it, right? Do you know, Joe?
I've always pronounced it Arakocra.
Arakocra. Okay. You see an Arakocra sitting there using its arms to defend itself, and it's actually deflecting the baton pretty well, but you're starting to see that the multiple strikes are starting to make its arms bleed a little bit through the sort of vestments that it has on its wrist and stuff like that, but it is able to block the guard from attacking the wings. "Just hold still, you." And as Angelica comes up, one of the guards can hear your footsteps and sort of turns around and be like, "What are you looking at? Go on and get it. This ain't none of your business. Unless you want a piece of it."
What are you doing?
And as you say that, obviously your deep voice resonates, especially in this alleyway. And the guard that's currently beating the Arakocra stops, and they all kind of look at you. And one of them like sort of shudders and goes like, "That's that demon woman, the one that took out Whitlock's gang." What would you like to do, Snoopy?
Oh, sorry, I didn't. I'd like to send a message to the Eric Kakra
Okay.
and ask, what did you do? Do you need our help?
Gerald, how do you respond?
Oh, I was just about to ask if I could. Uh, so I'm going to say I was. Well, I can't see you, right, Snoopy?
If you would have no idea this is coming from the Beagle.
Yeah, you definitely have no idea.
Okay, so I'm trying to think how I want to play this because okay, so not knowing where it's coming from. Not knowing.
Was that Duck Game?
Yeah. you say do you want our help to the Eric Cochran and you just get
I'll send another message since the response isn't like right away. It's like we're a little on edge right now. We could use some fun if you need it.
So okay, so I know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say god dang it, I don't know how to say his name.
You don't know how to say your
Ill-
own dude's name?
No.
Oh.
So as he hears that, he's gonna say, like in a painful voice, yeah, Ilmater, is that you? Is that you?
And you hear another voice in your head. No, it's me, Silly, the little dog. And you see like you kind of like look over and you see this little beagle with an eye patch.
So as Snoopy makes himself known, you now notice that as he's looking at you, his eyes get really big, and he says, "It's him. You're the one I'm looking for."
I lean, I look completely past the guard that's in front of me and like look at the bird folk like,
Aye, don't be looking at
Wait,
that
did
thing.
you say that in a message, Gerald, or out loud?
I say it. I in a message.
Okay.
Because I'm getting beat on.
And as the guard said that, I like get back and stand up straight again and like look him dare in his eyes and like, can I roll for intimidation?
Yes, you can.
I would also like to do something similar. Like when Gerald says that, I want to like run at the guard that was just beating him and like bark and snarl at him.
Okay, go ahead and you can roll intimidation as well, Snoopy.
And as I roll,
nice.
that, like,
I'm like super proficient in that too.
Pretty much what I'm trying to do is just stare deeply into his eyes, like.
I mean, I am an eagle.
So Angelica, as he's like, "We told you to get. This ain't your problem." And as he's saying "problem," you straighten up and like your muscles start to flex, and you like crack a knuckle or two, and it's an obnoxiously loud pop, and you just stare at this dude, and you're like well over a foot and a half taller than this guy, and he's looking at you, and he kind of like problem. Boys, I think it's time for us to go. And the one that's got the club, like he's looking at Snoopy, he's like, "Are you sure we can't play with the little one? How much you like your dog there, demon?"
I suggest you walk away before something bad happens.
I think we should, fellas. Why are you scared, huh? There's 7 of us, 2 of them. One of them's a dog. The other's a pathetic little pigeon. Another is a demon. That demon lays hands on us. City Watch is gonna throw him in jail. You know that.
Can I blink and pull my rapier and like put it like right in front of his face? It's like he just
Yes.
like
And
looking at
then
me, and all of a sudden there's a rapier in his face and a
go ahead and
dog
roll
down
in a
at his feet.
second intimidation, and you can roll it with advantage.
That was better.
You blink, and all of a sudden he's like, "What the hell kind of fucking animal is that?" Yeah, and the guard that you intimidated, Angelica, turns around. This is all just a misunderstanding, really. We'll go ahead and get away. You all have a wonderful day. Don't cause no trouble. And they all start to back away slowly. And as they do, the one with the club, he backs away. But then another one that was kind of just watching it all happen, he spits on the Aarakocra. And then starts to, sort of skip away real fast. Like he does it, and then he like bitches out at the last second. He's like, "Oh fuck, oh fuck." They run down the alleyway, and they keep an eye on you as they're starting to exit. And Angelica, you're just standing there. You've got like your chest puffed, shoulders are very straight and broad, and you just kind of got your head tilted with this like wicked grin. And then Snoopy, with his rapier sitting there floating, he's just like, "Rah, rah, rah." And then the Aarakocra comes, looks out and goes,
I go and like lick the spit off of him. I blink over and because I'm a disgusting ass.
tastes like,
I like-
tobacco.
I averted my gaze to like for where they walked away from, and then like look down to him and put my hand out. You're all right.
Thank you. I take the assistance.
Okay. So as you're being pulled up, go ahead and describe the physical features of your character.
So exactly as that picture is exactly how I look.
Nice.
So descriptive.
So I
Yes,
think I have his height, but I think I put him at I want to say 6'2", I think. Hold on.
That's a tall ass bird.
Wait, that's a big bird. I was picturing it like
Dang, like you over here.
Oh my
slightly
god!
below
I
me.
am totally gonna make a Big Bird character. An
Nah,
Aarakocra barbarian.
he's stalking.
Hey guys.
Big bird.
picking up on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I put the. Yeah, I don't think it transferred.
I was
Yeah,
about to
let's
be
just say
terrible
he.
with that reference.
Oh, if you put it on Roll20, I didn't manually transfer. I just made a new sheet. I didn't even look at your sheet actually on Roll20.
Oh, okay.
Man, do you know
My
what
bad.
my alternate
No, you're
role
good.
play for this introduction was? Me just barking at you because you're a bird.
I'm not even gonna lie. I
Fuck
was kind of hoping
birds.
you would.
Fuck birds.
But with the whole everybody beating the shit out of you.
All right. So, what did they want?
It's just one of those things where people fear what they don't understand. But when you came in contact with who I've come in contact with, things start to make sense. I point towards Snoopy as I start saying this, and look at you. Get down to your level a little bit. I was sent here to find you. Can I ask you a personal question? Do you believe in the gods?
Fuck, I haven't even thought about gods. Yes, they're pretty real, I think. If there's demon lords, there's got to be celestial lords, right? I mean,
Exactly. As I'm trying to like clean myself off a little bit. Exactly. And one of the reasons why we are in this predicament today, with the world going to, I guess, chaos, is because people don't have faith. As much as you don't believe it, you should have faith. Without knowing you, I already know a lot about you.
As he said that, like I have my hands on my hips and I look down to Snoopy and back at him.
Look at him. You know. I can see it in your eyes right now. You have been blessed by the same God that has blessed me.
Who's that?
I don't know how to say his name.
Ilmater.
Ilmater.
Do I know who this is? Can I have
Roll a
religion
religion
please?
check. Angelica, you may do the same.
Jeez.
Snoopy, not know Ilmater. Angelica also does not know Ilmater. Actually, hold on, let me look up a thing real fast.
Does Gerald know who it is?
And yes. Yeah, you guys don't know Ilmater. And you can guess based on the fact that you haven't heard of this. What I will give you is that this deity is more than likely a intermediate deity or lower. I will say that there is a I would say there's a basic understanding when it comes to the gods that they're essentially, ranked in a way based on how powerful they are. Obviously, the greater deities are the ones that people know more about and worship, which is why they are a lot stronger. The intermediate deities come next, and then the lesser deities after. So, but you've never heard of this particular deity.
So bird guy.
Oh, yes. Where are my manners? This one is called O'Shea.
Oh, cool. Do you talk in the third person a lot?
What do you mean?
Never mind. That's okay. O'Shea. O'Shea. O'Shea.
As this is going on, like Angelica's just smiling, finding the situation humorous.
Did you say O'Shea, right? Yeah, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
O'Shea.
Yeah, it's O'Shea.
Yeah, O'Shea.
Okay. So O'Shea, I have never heard of this person you're talking about. Would you like to come inside and explain the
No,
work of
yes,
our Lord?
please.
You can leave your bike outside. Actually, my lawn could be mowed. Could you help me with that? I'm sorry.
All right, I guess let's go. As I start walking back.
Okay, so you guys walk back inside. I'm not gonna put you in the Peacekeepers Guild just so we don't have to load the map. But
Yeah.
you go inside and it's quite comfortable, O'Shea, especially compared to the life on the road that you've been living for the past X amount of whatevers. I don't remember if you had a travel time that you wanted or anything like that. I don't think we spoke about it actually. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't.
but from your travels, you've definitely got a little bit of a funk going on. Birds do typically try to keep themselves clean, but especially after that little beating that you got, you're a little dirty.
You stinky boy.
But especially after that gentleman spit on you and he was chewing on tobacco, so how yummy.
Hey, do you need a shower or something?
There's a bird bath out back.
Start to laugh a little bit. I could use a nice little cleaning, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, you're free to. I mean, seeing what you just went through, so I mean, you're free to do whatever.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So, like, you can take a shower in a little bit, I guess, but why am I looking for me, and why am I blessed by this god that I don't know about?
Yes. So, you were, or I was sent here to find you, or at least that's what I believe.
Wait,
Ilmater
who
has,
sent you?
huh?
Who sent you?
Ilmater is what I'm saying. So what happened was I've got I guess I had a divine intervention. How about that? Ilmater was the one that saved me, and I now don't know my purpose. After wandering, he gave me that purpose, and that purpose was to find you. Someone who is in need of my help.
Well, cool. Do you have any idea what you're about to get yourself into? Are you sure you want to help us?
Actually, he takes a really deep breath and is like, after going through what I've been through just to get here, I don't plan on quitting.
25 minutes ago, every one of my friends died.
I know. And there's a reason why you're still here. And they are not.
Well, I'm still here, and I raise my hand.
Would I know he's dead? Can I roll something to like know that he's dead? Brady?
No way of telling. You can't tell based on just the attributes of Angelica currently. You would be able to if you knew what she looked like before, but she doesn't have any, like, she's still too fresh to have any sort of, like, rotted skin or anything like that, so, and I mean, once, yeah. So yeah, there's no way that you'd be able to tell.
Okay.
So, you say that you are a witness. I would just say that. So you're a witness to these higher powers, and
Yes,
you
sir.
seek out my good old buddy, old pal Snoopy here, as I point to Snoopy, to relay a message and assist him in his adventure.
As far as I know, this is all that Ilmater has given me.
So, what exactly is this prophecy, as I pulled up air quotes, that you're talking about?
Again, well, I don't know just yet. But like I said, this is where he guided me. And then I go on to explain like what the deity Ilmater is, like what he is. And I'm gonna like, I guess, can I just copy and paste this in the chat so they could read it?
Sure. And as he's going on about it, he starts talking.
Hands me a pamphlet.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. No, I forgot that was the thing.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna pull
You
out
got
a pamphlet. Yeah, I forgot that was the thing. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, so no, I'm gonna pull out 2 pamphlets, and it's gonna say some of these on it.
So hold on, I'll do you one better. Go to the journal tab,
Okay.
I just gave you ownership over a thing called new journal entry, and it's going to be called Pamphlet of Ilmater. And you can go in there and you can edit the text property, paste your stuff, and then I'll make it visible to them. Or actually, I'll just show it to
where
them
is it
once
at?
you do it. So up at the top, it looks like a little book that's opened up called Journal Entries. So you click
I
that,
see
and it
it.
should just be on, yeah. And scroll, you'll put your mouse wheel sort of in the middle of the page, and a little edit button will pop up in the top right. Click that, copy and paste in there, and then there's a little, the second icon from the right, so the one right next to that magnifying glass, is the save button. So make sure you click that in order to save it. If this works right, then I should be able to just show it to them. Be able to read all about Ilmater based on what you have in the pamphlet.
Kind of like
Please
as he's
include the
talking.
photo.
As he's talking,
Yeah,
I
can I
kind of
put
look
a
at
photo to
Angie and I go, "Hey, you know
Might be
what?
able to.
4 people sounds great. We've always had 5, and I think this smaller 4-person party is going to be perfect dynamic."
What do you mean by that?
I don't know.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Perfection.
Where are we going? The name's Mater, like Mater, but without the tuh.
All right, I begin to read this pamphlet that he hands me.
If you're having trouble, Gerald, you can message me the text and I'll put it in there.
Yeah, it's not letting me actually copy and pasting it. Like it's not even an option.
It's weird. Yeah, you can send it my way and I'll do that. So as you hand out the pamphlets and start sort of like going over it and explaining stuff, you hear little knocks on one of the windows, and you kind of like, you look over real quick and you just see a bird that's sitting in the window, and you're like, whatever. You keep going, but then it keeps on pecking and it's starting to get on your nerves a little bit. So you look over, and as you walk towards the window, and there's this raven that's sitting there and it's pecking at the glass.
I'm like creeping towards it and like, I open up the window.
And as you do, and it kind of flies into the room, and it perches on the table, and it's looking at all of you, and it's like blinking its eyes. You know, you shoot it.
No.
And that's the end.
Yeah, it's blinking its eyes, and it's doing that head tilt thing that birds do. And then as you're kind of like looking at it and pondering the situation, it caws a couple more times, and then it flies back out of the window. And as it does, you follow it, and you watch as it perches onto a woman that's standing down in the little courtyard staring up at you.
Oh, great. A trustworthy looking person to join our crew.
How ominous.
Yeah, would you look at that?
Also, there's the pamphlet in its final form.
Mater!
Alright.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how pissed do you think this god would be if I just called him Mater?
Being that he's a god and that is not his name, you probably wouldn't last long.
So probably like a solid 7.
Yeah, maybe double.
14.
I think you'd be like, "Hi there, mater," and then you would hear, and then you would die.
Oh,
I as she's looking back at me,
I'm gonna wave.
and I have like one hand, like I have my hip arched a little bit, and I just have one hand on my hip, and I'm just with my eyebrows like raised a little bit. I was like, "Hi."
I like
Hello.
the Mater one better.
With pamphlet in hand.
I look up to Angie. So much for 4.
Right. Okay. And then I start walking towards her.
Aren't you guys upstairs?
They are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go knock on the front door.
Knock, knock, knock.
And then I go down and open the door. And
Hello, hello. I walk in. Hello. My name's Maeve.
Charlie said it. Oh,
Hello there. What's your name?
tell me your name, horse lady, and I'll tell you mine.
I begin to hand her a pamphlet.
I'm sorry. I need to get back into it. This is horse semester.
Fucking pamphlet.
Thank you for the paper.
Have you heard of the god Ilmater?
I've already got one god. I'm good, thank you.
No. You're not. Listen to what I'm saying. Have you heard of the god Ilmater?
No, but I'm good.
Well, I have a funny story.
What's this
So
machine?
once,
Why is it on this? What is this?
Kirsten.
so I begin to
our
ramble.
door on the Jehovah's Witness.
What?
Kirsten knocked on the door of the Jehovah's Witness.
She closes it on the Jehovah's Witness inside the house.
As she
I
walks
have
in,
to
I hand her the
rename what
pamphlet.
this. I have to rename the stream.
I'm sorry. Oh.
Man, this is about to be an ongoing thing. Like everybody with me, hey, have you ever heard of
Have you ever heard of Ilmater?
the god the witness of Ilmater? All right. As she walks in, I close the door while still looking there with one eyebrow raised, and then I walk towards her. So, Maeve, right?
Mm-hmm. Maeve.
Maeve. Okay. Who are you and what are you doing here?
Well, that's actually a mighty fine question. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing here, but I got this debt that need help. So Catfan, my raven, was trying to find you guys so that I could come and lend you my assistance.
Can you
A
spell
blessing
that
from
out in
Ilmater
the,
himself.
And
I already have a bird, thank you.
And as she says, come to lend assistance, I instantly look at O'Shea and then back to her. How convenient of both of you.
Well,
Could have
that's
used your
actually
help
a funny
30
story.
fucking minutes ago.
Oh, did something happen?
Yeah. I don't wanna talk about it.
Oh man, something did happen. Memories. Well, I mean,
Snoopy has that Chihuahua look in his face with the planes flying overhead. The PTSD one.
I want to hold my hand out to Snoopy. May I pet you? Are you okay?
Oh, beware, lady. He's a killer.
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm gonna start petting Snoopy.
Oh, look how vicious he is. Beware.
He's the sweetest dog. We're gonna be best friends.
No, he's violent. He's very violent.
Oh, I can tell.
He was blessed by Ilmater.
I
I
like look at
who
Angie
is this
because like
person?
I am definitely definitely violent. I just posted that in the messenger too.
Bro, we got too much shit going on right now, dude.
It's
I love
beautiful.
That it's so random too. Like you can still hardcore see the vent in the background. Like
Oh god.
okay.
All right.
Anyway.
So
Real quick,
all right.
Joe, I made you the owner of that journal entry, so you can type out your, your woes and misery if you wish.
Yeah. All right. Well, as I'm like taking little glances at the pamphlet and looking at Maeve.
How do I find that shit?
Well, okay. So
Oh, there it is.
both of you came to assist us, or more specifically, assist my good friend fellow here, who's in a lot of pain as I speak.
Well, I'm here to help all of you, not just this wonderful doggo.
No,
Along
okay.
the lines, we've got the sense that you guys needed help recently, and that you guys might need some friends.
So, like Snoopy was saying here, where were you guys like no more than like 20 minutes ago?
Well, I got lost in the city, so Cadfan had to help me find where you guys were.
And what about
not
you,
like they would have
O'Shea?
been able to find us.
Hold on, what was the question?
Where were you when we were dying?
Oh, you were dying?
Yeah, I didn't know you were dying. O'Shea has no recollection of that. As soon as I got here, I was being harassed by guards.
Cadfan, why didn't I sense this?
Can't you fly?
That is a really good question. Can't you fly?
I can.
Who gets beaten by a club if they can? Never mind. Sorry.
I
I'm
want
just
to walk up
angry.
behind O'Shea and like inspect his feathers.
You can tell that his back feathers, like his wings, are in perfect condition. Any damage that he did sustain was all concentrated on his arms, essentially.
You have very beautiful feathers. What was your name? Birdman?
That's exactly what his name is. Birdman.
I
No.
am bird person.
No, it is O'Shea, but my friends or people who know me like to call me Mordecai.
Okay.
Bro.
How about Morty?
Morty, listen, Morty. Yeah, how about I got a cool name. Here we go. Mr. Caucus.
No.
No, I was just kidding, Oh, this whole thing is all right. So, in order for you guys to join us on the journey, we have to enlist in the Blood Pact. This is a new thing that we've been doing recently. We have to make sure that you are down for the cause, per se. So,
we need you to go kill 3 innocent children.
Yeah, 3 innocent children.
I look it over at O'Shea. Okay, which room's mine?
I give this really worried glance over to Angie. Pass or fail.
This whole time I'm still petting Snoopy, by the way.
Where were you going with this, Angie?
Okay. I gotta make sure that you guys can be trusted. First of all, you both just came in out of nowhere. I mean, O'Shea's okay. I mean, he just got his ass beat by some guards, and we had to
Oh,
bail him
poor
out of that.
Morty.
But you, on the other hand, as I point at Maeve,
I like hold my
you-
hands up.
you
Feel free to ask me anything.
are a special cause. So you
Ah!
said you were led here. How did you
Kevin.
know that we were in trouble?
I got a sense from my goddess.
And your goddess, who is it?
Well, you know, they're a death goddess, really.
Ah,
But like a
death,
good death goddess. Yeah.
goddess.
Mhm.
So, all right. So we have our guy here, bird guy, who's getting a prophecy from a god, and then you have another sensing from a goddess. So we have two sent
Well,
people from the other world helping us in our
goddesses.
journey.
But yes,
I'm not from the other world.
I'm not from the other world.
I'm talking about like where you got your sensing from, your messages from.
Oh, my goddesses told me that you guys needed help. So that's why I'm here.
By the way, this
Likewise.
is what her raven looks like as it was flying and stuff. I forgot to mention that it's got this sort of smoky trail that follows it.
Huh. Okay. Well, just a full disclosure to both of you.
Yes.
I am dead. I just recently died. I am back to life now as, I guess, a zombie.
Congratulations. Not many warriors get that opportunity.
Well, you know, this is purely out of curiosity. So, that's just a full disclosure of what just happened. We have another buddy here. He's out and about right now. He is also dead. So we are not having a good time. I mean, I am. I mean, I'm a little more pale than I usually am. But I don't know. It's a little much. But if my buddy here is okay for it, in all honesty, I am in no place to say yes or no, since he's the only one in our original group who is still alive.
I'm gonna squat down in front of Snoopy and I'm gonna look him right in the eye. I'm gonna say, I'm here to help you.
I begin to reach into my bag and go to Angelica and may I see your hands?
I look at him, give him my eyebrow raise. Sure. And I put my hand out.
So can I roll like a perception check to see how he feels almost? Like as far as like temperature wise?
No need. He's definitely got no body heat at all.
Hmm.
Even though he's only been dead for, the last 20 minutes or so, the blood has already started to cool, especially in the appendages. And you can tell that there's a lack of body heat. Like obviously at her core, she's probably still quite warm, but her extremities are definitely starting to get that sort of cold room temperature feeling, I guess would be better actually.
Oh wow. What you're saying sounds to be correct. So I'm gonna start also wrapping these little red strings around your arms, Angelica.
What the hell are you doing?
Ooh, decoration.
This is a symbol from Mater himself.
String.
If you turn to page 3 on the pamphlet, and I kind of point to it,
As he says that, I pull my hand away. All right.
No. Come back.
Unfortunately, my goddesses didn't give me a pamphlet to pass out, so.
I give my hand back to him.
Just wrap both your hands in this red string.
Ooh, what are we doing now?
Dude, if you're into some sort of like weird kinky shit,
Kinky.
Read the pamphlet.
How can I read the pamphlet if you're wrapping my hands up?
I'm done.
All right. All right, Maeve, you mind grabbing this pamphlet and opening it for me?
No, you're not. I'm not tying it to restrain you. I tied string around both your hands. Like you're not restrained.
Yeah, so they're essentially like bracelets. Think of it that way. But it's like an extremely long piece of string, like probably 3 feet long, that he's like corded around your wrist and tied, just as a decoration. They're not tied together at all.
Okay. So, what does this mean?
I think it means you might be married now.
I just make a a call noise.
God damn it! All right, I'll take the string off.
There you go.
I take the string off and I'm like, all right. So,
as you take them off, do you like throw them on the floor or something?
I like press it. I like pretty much like I don't slam it. I don't slam my hand against your chest, but like I just place it on your chest and walk away.
She does not.
Angie, wait, is there food? I'm gonna go running after her.
I mean, the kitchen is that way. I don't eat anymore, so.
Good to know. Good to know. Come on, Catfin.
So, like, what do you guys do?
Did you follow us to the kitchen? Because that's where I'm at right now.
I just said that when nobody's in the room.
Yep. I mean, O'Shea might still be there.
I believe O'Shea is still there. What is Gerald AFK?
No, was something said? I couldn't hear anything.
So like,
yeah,
what do you guys do?
What do I do?
If you're here to help us, what do you do? You here for religious guidance and moral support? Are you helping our souls? Or were you like helping us with the several superpowered beings that want to kill us? Or what are you here for?
I hand Snoopy a pamphlet. If you read page 4, this has a list of my background, my backstory, and what I'm able to do, I guess.
I can't read. I'm a dog.
Your tricks will not fool me. Ilmater has explained all.
Okay, I go into the kitchen. So, like, what do you do?
I like wiggle my fingers at him and say, magic.
Like, do you like to blow stuff up with Eldritch Blast or Fireball?
Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
But I can also make a nice cone of Eldritch Blast.
thinking about learning that type of magic myself.
Oh, well, that's fun. We can be magic buddies.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm really sneaky and stuff.
Well, considering your size, you'd probably be excellent for it.
Yeah, I can go invisible and I can teleport and I can swing a sword and stuff.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, just a normal dog, you know.
Yeah, totally normal.
What are you?
What do you mean?
I mean, not to be racist, but can a dog really be racist? I don't know. But like, what race are you?
I'm a half elf.
Oh, nice.
And by your looks, you look like a beagle?
That's me, purebred.
So, do you still eat or no?
I didn't die. I saved everybody's life, kind
Oh,
of,
good.
after they died, I
I give
suppose.
him some of the food that I made from the kitchen.
I don't know.
Roll an intelligence check. See if you remembered a good recipe. Snoopy doesn't care. He's like, oh, nice. But you just gave him the worst of whatever it is you made.
That's fine. I'm not known for my cooking.
I walk into like the gathering hall and like just sit in one of the benches, just looking up.
So, Angie, what do you do? Snoopy here says he's sneaky.
Well, if you couldn't tell already, I'm the brawny type. So there's that. I won't fall easily if you try to kick my ass. But I'm more of a fan of the punchy punches.
Hey, Angie. I
What's
kind
up?
of got this itching for fighting. Do you want to go beat the shit out of some people in the fighting pits with me?
Slam my hand on the desk as I stand up. You know what? There. Actually sounds very fun.
I'm gonna like clap my hands and like, yay! First outing!
Okay.
Not
Sir.
right now.
Hey, O'Shea.
Birdman!
Hey, Kool-Aid.
In bird culture, this is considered a dick move.
Morty!
Yes.
So assuming you're here to assist my good friend fellow here, how good are you in the fighting?
Didn't you say he was getting beat up outside?
Oh, I mean, he's a God's witness, or he's a ill-mater witness. So I mean,
I
Or,
mean,
we could just go start a bar fight.
we really can.
I don't see the point in that.
Let's do it. Let's go to a bar and start some shit. I'm not sure if I can get drunk anymore, so I'm just gonna play drunk.
Are you guys down for a bar fight?
I mean, I'll watch. I'm usually not one for close combat kind of fighting, unless I can use my war scythe.
Hey, out of character, Brady. What day is it? Oh, what time is it?
Are you a hexblade?
It is. It is 1 p.m.
Oh, dang. Okay, back in character. Don't you think it'll be? You know what? I don't know. It's still a little young outside. I feel like a bar fight would be a night time of deal.
You're probably right.
I mean, we could one of these days, or whenever we're like not doing anything, definitely go to the fight pits. I wouldn't mind cracking some heads for some quick cash.
Is AJ naked?
Is who?
Angie naked.
Shouldn't be.
What happened?
No.
How do you have your clothes?
Just a naked swole chick. Just like a swole chick just standing there
walking
talking
around.
about whooping
Is
ass.
everything got disintegrated and we didn't talk about her putting clothes on. Or having
I
an
mean, technically you are correct. So what we will do is that Lid was able to materialize the clothes from the dust, but that was
There
all.
we go.
That's totally fine.
Nice save.
my muscular pec boobs. All right. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't have anything going on. I honestly don't have anything intended to be going on until like possibly later tonight. So free to do whatever. In all honesty, didn't Quinn have like something going on with that Martillo guy?
I don't care about Martillo.
Oh, speaking of Martillo, hey, uh, back at the that area where all those witches are and where we met friend woman, hag woman. Who was that little girl? She seemed like she knew you guys.
I don't know. I think I'm the only one left from that, and I'm a dog. You can get involved if you want, but it's a whole fuck fest, man. Or
No,
girl.
it's just a little concerned.
We adopted her, and well, someone in our party, a Saberwolf. You didn't meet him. I think it was only Saberwolf that did it, because this was like 3 days ago, technically.
God, like for real?
Yeah, y'all's RP takes up a lot of session time, which is perfect. Don't get me wrong, I love it.
He adopted. I would basically say. Well, long story short, our party decided to adopt girls and give them to a hag. I don't know.
Well, only thing it just popped up in my head because, going through some harsh training, and then she looked at the part like us like with some shine in her eyes. Just I don't know.
She was probably happy to see us because we're not hags torturing her because she's not doing things perfectly.
Well, like you said, it has nothing to do with me.
How does like murdering them sound?
Well, I'm sure Ennis will definitely disintegrate me. Not that it will be a bad thing, because I'm already dead. But I'm sure the both of us will die, including you, especially, because it would be terrible if you were to die.
I think all 5 of us could kill her.
I
So
heard
you would die again.
I'd rather not die again, but I mean, maybe this is a second chance to like right my wrongs, you know?
But we gave her. God. I don't know.
I mean, either way, it's not any of your business. Like,
damn dragon egg.
yeah. Oh man, that was stupid.
You gave someone a dragon egg?
No,
Totally didn't.
I didn't do that.
Yep, I didn't either.
Actually, that was none of our accord. That I don't take any responsibility for that.
Yeah, I wanted some money, but party members are party members. They're gonna do whatever they want to do.
Okay, but at one point you guys did have a dragon egg?
No.
See, Senorita.
Oh, yes, we did.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely gone out, and whoever has it, aka it is Craft, if you know who she is.
Brady,
She's
don't know who that is?
Roll a history.
O'Shea just doesn't know who that is.
I'm gonna say
Neither does
Yeah.
Maeve.
Well, the person we gave it to, is definitely probably planning some sort of weird world domination with said
It's okay, it's
dragon.
only been like 2 days, so it's probably not hatched yet.
Yeah, I mean, not that the dragon will be able to do much right now. I mean, how long does it usually take for a dragon to like mature? Do you know, Snoopy?
Snoopy
To
can
get-
roll a nature check at disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
let's go with that second
Nice.
one. Oh wait. Oh.
So Snoopy kind of knows a little bit based on what his master had sort of taught him, because his master was very fond of the dragonkin. And one thing that Snoopy definitely knows is that as they progress in age, it does take quite a long time. There's essentially from each stage of the difference in power that they gain, it takes, centuries. Or no, not centuries, decades.
Okay.
And a dragon that is, multiple centuries old, they're usually the biggest, strongest dragons of their type. And the thing is, each specific colored dragon takes a specific, what is it called?
Incubation?
Yeah, for the egg, definitely. Like the eggs, in order for them to hatch, it requires very specific care. And as they grow, they require specific nutrients as well in order to grow big and strong, which is why some of them live in certain areas and will never traverse to others.
So essentially, does Snoopy relay that information to me?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm probably going to be long dead by then anyway, so it's not too bad, right? So, all right, going back to the question of what I do. Maeve, what do you do?
Go to the bathroom real quick.
What do you mean, what do I do?
What do you do? Like, you look like judging by the crow that you have perched right there, and how it has some sort of weird must coming from it as it flies. I'm assuming you are a magical person.
Oh, yeah, no, I was just telling Snoopy I do magic. And then, like, I wiggle my fingers at Angie, too.
Ah,
I also have a war scythe. So, that's fun.
oh, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
that means you could come down there with me and do some slashy, punchy.
Well, I'll do some slashy. I normally don't like to get in super close combat because I am a little squishy. So,
Well, we about to have a whole lot of close combat, I can tell you that. So, Al O'Shea, seemingly since you are playing pacifist right now, I'm sure that you are capable of more than what you're saying. What can you do?
I will not deny, but I do have this, and I do know how to hold my own. And I mean, if y'all haven't noticed, I thought I said it, but I probably did. But I have a war spear on the back of my on my back that I carry.
okay. When you were referring to this, I thought you meant the pamphlets, and I was like, yeah,
No,
those are totally gonna help.
I thought he was gonna like say like, yeah, I hold up my fist in a
Or
very
hold up
loose
his
way.
fist.
I have this.
I have
Hey,
this.
hey, Maeve. How
Yes?
attached to your war scythe are you?
Very. It was a gift from my goddesses.
How about you check out this mace?
Okay.
It might be. Oh fuck! Did we get rid of the warlock's wand? We did, didn't we? For the
Yes, we did. Yes, we definitely did. And you want to know who got rid of it? Kirsten's last character.
Woo! It was fully worth it too.
Was it? Because you're dead.
Shut up.
Did you
can't
ever
predict
use
this
it?
stuff.
I don't think we did.
I don't think you
Okay.
ever used it. You kept casting fireball on everybody else there.
All right, Kirsten.
Said
this
not
mace-
O'Shea because he doesn't know crap.
Yeah, O'Shea specifically asked, do you know how to cast fireball?
No, don't.
Thank God.
How would you know? Do you mean thank Mater?
No.
Well, saying thank God would be technically thanking Mater.
Yeah, but he said thank God. You should thank Mater specifically.
Well, there's no God named God in this world, so.
That's true. No, I have some other fun things I can do instead.
Just out of
Oh,
curiosity,
do tell.
do you know how to use them? Like, so if I was like in the way, you wouldn't hit me or anything like that. Like, do you have very good situational awareness?
These are very pointed questions. I wonder why.
Man, those questions are incredibly specific, O'Shea.
Yeah, they are incredibly specific.
The gods have blessed me with certain knowledge.
Have they though?
They have. And as he says that, he pulls out a pamphlet. If you read page 3 right here, they talk about you.
I want to have Cadfan go take it from him and then just drop it.
Okay. Ah! You see the raven fly grab the pamphlet. As he's flying back, he lets it go, and a swift breeze picks it up, and it starts to float away very dramatically.
Oh no!
That is a very ominous sign.
God, bird.
Man, that's a straight up burn. I think you guys should fight about it.
I don't want to kill him too soon.
Oh,
let's not.
Oh man.
Hello. Excuse me. Hi there.
What?
Hi.
What?
Who are you?
What's happening?
Nietzsche.
Hello. My name's Nietzsche.
Oh
My name's
God.
Nietzsche, and I'm a bear. How are you all? You watch as Nietzsche sniffs the air. Is Quinn around? Because I can smell him, but I don't see him. He called for me. He wanted my help.
Out of character, I forgot about that.
I look at the
I
others. I don't know who this is.
Oh, is that what you went and did without us?
I look
Correct.
I look down to Snoopy and just say, Do you know him?
Hello,
Yeah,
Snoopy. How have you been?
pretty good. I could use a honey pop.
Okay. And you watch as he pulls out of his bag, he pulls out a jar of honey and a wooden stick. He puts the jar, like as he's going to place the jar, you see roots start to sprout and form a little table that he puts the honey on, and he pops open the lid. And the thing about this jar of honey is you can see a honeycomb that's inside of it. It's I don't know, something about it, just looking at it, it's strange. It's definitely made from something other than a bee. Like with the shape and the it's not like a hexagon shape or anything like that. It's different. It's weird. And he puts in the wooden stick and he starts to swirl it around. And as he does, he pulls it out and he casts frostbite on it, and it freezes over.
Ooh,
Here
me,
you
me.
go,
I want to try one
Snoopy.
too.
Thank you, Nature.
And as you grab the honey pop, he puts out his paw. 2 silver.
Oh yeah. I hand him 1 silver piece,
I
and then
remember
I drop
this
another
trick.
one.
Oh,
Here's 2
perfect.
silver.
And you watch as he flicks his claw, and a root brings the silver and plucks it into his hand. Thank you. Does anybody else want one? I can make quite a few.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I will partake.
All right.
Nah,
He makes each
I'm
of
okay.
you a honey pop, and as you grab them, he holds out a paw. 2 silver.
Okay. I give him the 2.
Yeah, I definitely hand him 2
Thank you.
silver.
Thank you very much. Is that all that everybody wants?
So Nature has some bad news.
Oh, and as he's
Quinn
cleaning up and the roots go back to the ground, what type of news do you have that could be so terrible?
Quinn died.
Uh, excuse me?
Like an hour ago.
Oh dear. No, that can't be true. He just sent word for me to come within the last few hours. He couldn't be
Yeah.
dead. But you're all fine.
Well,
No.
I wouldn't say that. I'm not exactly alive myself.
And I have been traveling just to get here, so I have no idea.
I'm new.
Oh. So only you two, and he points to Snoopy and Angelica, you two know Quinn? What exactly happened, if you don't mind my asking? He seemed very, very troubled when he called out for me.
Do you know what a beholder is? Well, I guess
Oh,
technically I don't know.
yes.
I
Yeah,
described
you
it for
describe it. Yeah, you describe it. And he's like, oh, a beholder. Where did you find one of those here?
It's kind of a long story, but we were like doing this trial thing, and we got teleported to its lair, and it disintegrated Quinn
You.
and
That
Angie
is very sad.
and Tamsin
Do you... Oh.
and
There were
Mom.
multiple... Oh dear. And he kind of puts his paws up to his mouth. Do you happen to have any of the remains?
Well, I kind of like point towards Angie. Like, well, I guess there's Angie's remains.
Yeah. It
Nietzsche.
doesn't feel as bad.
And Nietzsche, he strokes his chin for a second. Well, and he turns away and takes a few steps, and then he sits down onto the ground, and he's looking down at the ground. Well, this isn't fun. Quinn was my only student, and I failed him.
Hey,
You silly old bear. It wasn't your fault.
not at all. I mean, to be fair, he did, he honestly wanted to die.
He
And you watch his ears sort of perk up a little bit, and he's, so it was a suicide mission?
I wouldn't say it's suicide. He had an opportunity just like me to go on living, but he decided to go against it.
Oh.
I think he found peace.
Yes.
Well, in all honesty, even though it sounds like the story was quite dreadful, the outcome seems to be somewhat precious in a bittersweet sort of way. Because,
All right.
well, I knew that Quinn had a lot of
It's
inner.
still pretty fresh.
Well,
It-
you did say it just happened within the last hour or so.
But
Yes.
in the bright side, I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, still getting used to as I roll my arms. Still getting used to how my body feels. Definitely feel a lot more, lack of better need, content. But
Well, I
never hungry.
don't know exactly what Quinn wanted from me, but he said that he needed to speak with me urgently, so I did like I did with you all. I teleported.
Hey, I'm not gonna say I'm angry because I'm grateful for your help, because I am for getting us out of the Twisted Wood. But just so you know, the Titanian Empire found out real quick that we aren't there anymore and that we were wood created by you.
Yes, that whole thing was not very well executed by the Eladrin. Eladrin. The Titanians were able to awaken that golem, and it was not a very fun battle, I'll be honest.
Probably
And
could have used.
unfortunately, well, I'm quite glad that you all did get away because I essentially was able to create you in a perfect mimicry, and the golem really was. Yeah, you were no match for it. I was hardly a match for it. In fact, I didn't even destroy it, I just slowed it down. But luckily, it's very hard to keep that thing up and running. I don't believe the Titanians have the resources just yet, but they did destroy that town.
The
Huh.
Eladrin town?
Correct.
Oh. Maybe they should have been nicer. Oh no, is Opal okay?
I do believe Opal is perfectly fine. She went back to the Feywild before the battle.
Is there any way to communicate with the Feywild?
Mm, there are certain spells that would allow you to contact folks on a different plane of existence. I do not have certain spells ready. But if I do go back to the Feywild, which I've been meaning to go and see what's been going on in the Sealy Court, I will tell Opal that you said hello.
Okay.
Do
Thank you.
you, by chance, happen to know what Quinn would have wanted with me?
Um, something to do with Kai, probably.
Oh, did he get a new lead on his brother?
Oh, he certainly did.
Do
Wait,
tell
no, he
if
didn't.
you know that.
I don't think he did. Well, he did, but not before he contacted you.
Oh, very interesting then.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, I believe you are correct. Because he didn't get information about Kai until you guys got into the crypt.
Why? He was probably going to tell you about this guy named Lid. And, like, I don't know.
Don't believe the name rings a bell to me. Could you describe him?
He's a turtle.
A turtle? Really?
Sure is. And he's all spooky looking,
Wow.
and he talks like this, and I tell you what, don't you go
Huh.
looking in my crypt.
I thought turtles were extinct. This is wonderful. Do you know where this turtle is? I'd love to talk to him.
Hey,
The best way to
I,
find him is to go around town screaming, "Lid, where are you?" Honestly,
Oh,
no. The
I
best way
will
to
make
find
sure.
him is just to go somewhere and then he pops up behind you.
Interesting. I used to know people that did that, and I did not like that at all. It felt like you were always being watched, and he holds his paws up above like his face, and he like wiggles his fingers in a spooky manner. I am not a big fan of when people watch me.
as he says that, I like yell out, "Hey, Lid, are you there?"
Nietzsche starts looking around. Lid, hello, Lid, are you watching?
You'd think he'd be watching right now if I'm like his pawn now at this point.
Perhaps
He'll
he
call me
doesn't
when he
have
calls me.
to actively watch. Perhaps he's got a recording.
Right. That's where I'm gonna watch what I say. You know, he's my master and all.
That's very strange. I take it he's the reason you were resurrected then?
Corrector Mundo.
That must be some very weird resurrection magic then. Normally, the stuff that I've used in the past, it doesn't give me that sort of power or control.
Seemingly you are akin to Quinn. I assume that you're pretty in tuned with nature.
Wait, you can resurrect
Very
people?
correct. I can if I have their bodies.
What a... I don't even want to know the answer.
Yeah.
Are you
But-
telling me we could have got everybody back without them being undead and enslaved?
He strokes his chin. Well, that in there lies the problem, because if they're already brought back, then that means their souls have been brought back already once. And if they've been brought back once, it's harder to do it again, and it's even harder to do it a third time. A fourth time, hands off the table.
Yeah. I think there's not gonna be a
We
third
can try it
try
out on
with you.
Mom. We can kill him
Who's
and have
Mong?
a little shit eater in our team.
Oh, I thought, well,
I'm
never mind.
technically the shit eater. Literally.
That's what I was going to say. Ooh. And he puts his paw above his mouth, much like the Duck Hunt dog. Well, and he reaches into his pocket. Is anyone hungry? And he pulls out a handful of good berries.
I'll take one.
I'll take some.
I'll take 4.
Oh,
Really?
Snoopy's hungry.
Since I have no need to eat anymore, I guess I'm okay.
I'll take 2.
Okay.
One for me,
I only
one
have
for the
10
bird.
of them. And he starts to look at your at Cadfan, and he starts to essentially start speaking in Crow or Raven, my bad. And Cadfan responds back, "He's a very delightful little fellow."
How that sound is like.
Exactly like that.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that was.
It was that goofy ho?
No, that's Banjo Kazooie.
Oh, it's Banjo, not Goofy.
Yeah.
I imagine Goofy's face when he does that, though.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh?
There you go. Bro, the little soldier dude.
Huh?
There you go.
What did I smoke today? Jeez. Oh, man.
Well, I hate to leave you, but if Quinn's not anywhere around, I have to try to figure out exactly what it is he wanted. So I'm going to go talk to Olus. I think he might know.
Hey, seemingly since Quinn was your student, would we be able to get in contact you if we get into any trouble ourselves as well?
And he strokes his chin. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure, but I think I can do you one tiny favor. And he holds, or he digs into his bag. Where did I put it? There it is. He pulls out a tiny acorn. It only works for one time, but if you're able to crush it and then wait for just a moment, I'll be there.
Noted. I'll put the acorn in my bag.
If you'd
Thank
like,
you.
I can put it in my bag of holding for safekeeping.
Bag of holding. I think I'll hold on to this for right now.
Okay.
I remember when my party had a bag of holding. Oh, there were so many fun things that we did with it.
Well, Nietzsche, we don't want to keep you for too long. I know you have business to attend to.
Yes, but before I leave, Snoopy, I do want to apologize about the whole thing with the Titanians and them coming after you. I did not intend for that to happen at all, but, well, the Titanians are far stronger than I had anticipated. Did they harm you at all, or were they just here as sort of a message?
Well, if I'm being honest, I was kind of egging them on and they attacked us.
Oh, well, that's not really good to do with Titanians, you see, because they're aggressive.
Yeah. It's just. Quinn helped us stop fighting. Probably a pretty good
That
thing.
sounds exactly like Quinn. I'm glad that he was still trying to seek the way without fighting. That was always something special about him. I much liked it.
And he went out on his terms. So, there's that. He went out in peace.
That's good. Well, I think I'll stick around the City of Guilds for a little bit and try to figure out what exactly Quinn wanted from me. Is this the location that you all frequented the most?
Yes, sir.
And then, are there perhaps any names that you can give me of folks that I could talk to, that you all had contact with that Quinn may have spoken to?
Lord Martillo, probably. Fuck, I
And
don't
you
know.
watch, he's taken out a little notebook, and with his claw, you can see at the very tip of it this sort of green magic, and he's writing these names down. Martillo.
I don't know how familiar you are with her, but Ennis Craft is another one.
He shudders. Oh God, not her again.
I get that vibe from everyone.
Yes, she's a very, very tough cookie to crack. She doesn't like honey pops. Did you know that?
I don't think she likes anything.
She likes misery.
Well, yeah, that's another
Anybody
one.
else?
Well, I mean, Lid is another one, but I don't know how easy it is for you to get in contact with him.
Lid was the last person he spoke with before he ran off.
Oh,
Remember that?
I'll put a I'll put a star next to his name. I'll put 2 stars next to Lid. What an
I would put
interesting
3 if
name
I
for a
was you.
turtle. 3 stars, 1 here, 2. I'll make it 4, because I like even numbers. They're easy.
You should
And
do 5.
if you happen to run across him, be on your toes, please. He has a certain aura about him that is quite intimidating.
Noted. So Lid, the last turtle, knows about Quinn.
You think he's the last turtle?
Well, it's been hundreds of years since a turtle's been seen, and so unless they're just hiding, yes, I do believe so.
Well, it's pretty easy
Well,
for them to hide
interesting.
with houses on their backs.
Yeah, definitely
That's what
Lid's,
I was always saying.
Lid's a key factor in this as well because he actually has all of Quinn's memories.
Yeah. How about find Lid?
Well,
That's-
perfect. And he closes his notebook. Nietzsche's on the case. Do you happen... When was the last location that you saw, Lid? Perhaps I
his
could
crypt.
start there. Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, the crypt.
And unfortunately, I am quite familiar with the crypt system here. Do you know what level it was on?
Yes,
Well,
but I forget.
was
43rd.
it? Yeah, 43rd. I was like, either the 42nd or 43rd.
Oh no, an odd number. That one's hard. And he takes his pause. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. 1,
You should.
2, and he
you know,
does this
you-
all the way up to 40. And
You,
he's
you
like,
should be okay. As long as you get there and tell the elevator person, the lift person.
He's not done. Let him finish. Snoopy's very intrigued at what he's doing.
and he's sitting there looking at his ring finger, and he's pointing to it. Rats. What number was I on? Oh, anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Then he keeps doing it all the way up to 40, 41, 42, 43. So it's about what was that? It's about 8.5 paws. Yes, 8.5 paws. Easy.
So
I
probably
can remember even numbers.
And Angie's
Well-
just sitting there like with her mouth slightly open and with an eyebrow raised, like, huh.
Yeah, it took literally like a
Right.
minute and a half for him to go through and count that whole thing. Well, I'll start at the Crypt Keeper then. I do appreciate the information, and again, I am very sorry for how things went. I guess a word to the wise is a beholder. The central cone is an anti-magic field. So if you can get in position and dance inside and outside of that cone, you should be safe. At the moment that he lets his guard down, you let him have it. Also, and he begins casting a spell, but then stops. He's like, wait, that's a waste. But if you have friends you can summon, that helps too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and this one's good. For Drake always did this one. He would get up really close to him, and he would summon a lightning storm, and it would just bzzz all over it. It left a really bad smell though of burnt flesh. Not my favorite.
Hey,
Oh.
O'Shea, give him one of those pamphlets. I think he needs to know.
Pamphlet?
Oh, yes. Almost slipped my mind.
Snoopy now
would've
understands the
been
difference between wisdom and intelligence.
Let me see.
O'Shea hands you a pamphlet.
And he pulls out reading glasses and puts them on, and he sort of adjusts the paper back and forth. He's like, you should really change the font size on these. I can barely read it.
Do you have a quota of like how many you have to pass out in a day or something?
And he sort of puts it down like a father that's reading the newspaper, and they fold it down when their kids say some heinous shit. And he's like, yes, how many of these are you putting around? Are they actually getting used, or are they getting discarded? How do you clean them up? Littering's bad.
Yeah, bad for the environment.
Exactly.
I just hand them out. What the people do with them is up to them.
Nietzsche gets up really close to you, and he finishes casting a spell, and he summons a little campfire in his hand. Only you can prevent forest fires.
What was that? Like, what?
You had a message to me, and I had a message for you.
Bro, out of character. Kevin, you alright, bro? Like, you were like...
This is what I more expect.
This shit is hilarious, dude.
You have a larvage. Throw out your garbage.
Petty. All right, I'm done. I
Well.
got tears in my eyes. I'm good.
And he gets rid of his spell and goes, well, it was wonderful meeting you all, and it was wonderful seeing you again, alive and well, Snoopy. And I do wish that I could say the same for Quinn. But perhaps maybe it's not too late. Maybe we can find a way. But for now, I need to go and ask questions.
It was a pleasure
And he
meeting you,
starts
Nietzsche.
to... You as well. He starts walking away, and as he does, he...
As you leave.
You can see the green energy transform around him, and he turns into a hawk, and he starts to fly towards the west.
Wow. That was very interesting.
Yeah, man. He is a complete contrast compared to what Quinn was. As I said, look at Snoopy.
He was very pleasant.
Yeah.
What do you mean a contrast?
Man, his personality is the complete opposite.
Oh, yeah.
He's fun. All right.
He's goofy. He probably hasn't seen as much stuff as Quinn did.
Yeah. Well, anyways, hey Snoopy, do you happen to have 20 gold?
Okay, Mong.
No, I seriously. Since I died, I lost all of my javelins, so now I need to go buy me some more.
Sure, you can have 20 gold.
Perfect.
Who's this other person you keep mentioning? Mong?
Also, Angie, can I kind of take you up on that offer on that shower?
Yeah, the shower is that way, and I point towards the direction of the shower.
Yes.
It's right back there. Help yourself to anything in the kitchen if you get hungry, etc., etc. Yeah, I've got to go buy some things. Since I died and lost all my money and all of my other stuff, so.
Mind if I tag along for a second?
Sure.
All right, I'll be quick.
Yeah, Snoopy, not to sound like a scavenger, but I really need it since I'm completely flat broke now.
Oh, I already dropped it on the floor.
Cool. Not pick it up. And
Oh wait, we didn't actually delete all your gold and stuff. Whoops.
I just
Bye
reset it to
bye.
20. There we go.
There.
There we go.
Need to do that with Mong real quick before he gets any ideas.
So javelins, we have 0, so we'll switch that to 0.
Okay, so at this point, do the party adventure together into town, or is there a split?
Sure. I need some healing potions.
Would that all be in the artisans district?
So far from what you've been able to gather, actually, Snoopy would know that the alchemists are both in the Droma.
Okay. Jeruma it is then. Next I know I need to go to the Dwarven Hammer. Since I'm familiar with those folks. I might have to do some work with them anyway, so I might have to do that.
Hey, Maeve.
Some extra money.
Yeah,
Maeve.
Maeve.
So, about your war scythe, I know it's like pretty cool and all, but you should check this out. And I like hold out that mace. It's
Ooh,
a spooky mace, and
that is lovely.
it can scare people away.
That's cool.
Oh, that would actually be perfect for you. You don't want anybody to come up and touch you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Touch
I'm
you
pretty
all
attached to
inappropriately.
this scythe. It was a gift.
Is there anything special about that scythe?
I mean, it does scythy things.
Then
And
you should
actually,
Maybe
I
if you're a really good servant, your god or whatever will meld the powers of the mace into your war scythe.
ooh, that'd be cool. I can always ask her.
Yeah, I want to meet her too. She sounds like. Yeah, I want to meet her.
Which one?
Well, just your goddesses in general.
I don't know. I'd have to see. Normally, they're not really up for speaking to others.
I am totally trustworthy. I mean, I'm not that I am untrustworthy now. I'm dead. So, what else can I do in achieving as a dead person? I'm sorry, I'm really hamming it up with this dead thing. It's really new to me.
That's fine. Not many people come back, so.
Right? It's not like it happens often. So, what about, so what kind of magic can you do? Like, you're a magical person. I heard something about an Eldritch Blast, but like,
Mhm.
what can you do? As I get close to her, what can you do? Like,
I step back a little bit. I can do a lot of things.
I get close again. So, like what? What kind of magic do you deal with?
I step back a little bit more, and then
Ah!
I like. Can I levitate Angie a little bit?
Need Angie to make a Constitution saving throw. Yes, you can. So as you keep getting closer and closer, you watch Maeve as she casts a spell really quickly, and you try to walk forward, and you notice that your feet are moving, but you look down and you're starting to float.
Oh shit! Look at this.
Little things like that, I guess.
I try to do like a flip while I'm levitating.
So you go in for the flip, and as you start to get to the halfway point, you slowly stop, and now you're like looking face right at the dirt in front of you, and you're kind of just like, you know, not the way you want to be.
Shit. Alright. This is pretty cool. What other tricks can you do?
Stuff?
Mm. Can you, like, electrocute things?
Kinda, yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on the spell. I have some stuff that can help us spy on our enemies or other people. I have a lot of stuff that causes damage. You know, just useful, fun things, I guess. I don't know. Things that help me in battle and when I'm on the battlefield to see what's going on.
No, that's pretty cool. The real question is, hey, can you fly?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Well, I
Uh,
mean, I can kind of teleport a little bit, but
no, you should. Oh, well, can you put me down a little? You put me down nice and easily. Can't.
okay.
Looking at the dirt, speaking to the dirt's kind of weird.
You did that to yourself.
Don't blame me.
Okay. I'll put Angie down nicely.
Right. Well, hold on. Hey, Snoopy.
You have done that yourself.
Hey, Snoopy. Do you think it would be a good idea to give a complete stranger that's joined our little team a flying carpet?
I mean, I already gave her this horrific mace that I just found, so.
Yeah. I'm sure Mong won't care. Hey, you should here, take this. I hand her the flying carpet.
I try to hold on. How big is it? Is it hard for me to hold on to?
Carpet fly. I say carpet fly.
Yeah, cause I have this, and I pull out the broom. This thing is, I am looking forward to this.
Ooh.
Yeah. My sister, I consider her a sister now. One of the ones who died. She parted with this. So, I am the next owner in her honor.
Well, I'm sorry about your fallen sister friend, but
Yeah, she's
I'm
pretty
sure
cool.
that she would be very honored that you're using her broom.
Yeah, we had big plans. Big plans.
Hmm.
Man, it was man, she was gonna do this thing with me where we're gonna beat up people for a living and put them in prison. But
You guys sound insane. Why don't you just kill them?
no, killy, no killy.
Snoopy's tail starts wagging.
I kind of look
Yeah.
crazy.
No.
Why didn't you get
Yeah.
your hit dice back?
Ah,
Is my mic working?
It is.
I mean, I do now. Things earlier.
Okay.
and I kind of I sit on the broom as it like floats. There. Well, oh, killing is I mean, yeah, I am not afraid to kill. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm even less afraid to kill now that I kind of saying screw it to a moral compass, sort of, kind of. But I mean, come on. But I don't know. It seems like it'll be fun. Still gonna do it. Just a
What's
matter
your
of it.
moral compass?
Yeah, what is your
Maeve?
moral compass, Maeve?
I mean, I'm not afraid to kill people if that's what you're asking.
But do you kill people for pleasure or for protection?
Well, I definitely don't do it for pleasure, but my logic is if they're doing bad things, why not just kill them to prevent them from doing it in the future?
That's actually a really good point. She's making a good point, Snoopy.
So
Mhm.
I mean, I do serve a death goddess, so I'm not adverse to death, but I'm not, necessarily a bloodthirsty psycho either, so.
Oh yeah, we
So,
would hate to have a bloodthirsty psycho on our team.
right.
That was said with a lot of sarcasm. Where is the bloodthirsty psycho?
Actually, I don't think he's bloodthirsty anymore.
Yeah, he's actually I don't know how this thing works. Like if I don't need food, like I'm technically a zombie. So like do I eat flesh like what a zombie would do?
No, you're undead. You just don't need anything to
Damn,
sustain yourself.
that kind of blows. Wouldn't mind like having to like eat flesh. I mean, not good flesh, It
Gross.
wouldn't be like I was just like,
All right.
the battle's completely finished.
Wait, Brady, as an aside, Angie can still eat food, right? She just doesn't need it for sustenance, or can she not eat anything at
Correct.
all?
She can. It's much like the Pirates of the Caribbean, how they can still eat and stuff. It's just it kind of sits there and eventually just passes. Like she
Okay.
can't digest or anything.
Basically, I can eat it just to look like I'm alive at this point.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, I mean, as long as you can still eat stuff, you just don't get any sustenance from it.
Yeah, it's true. But I don't know. I think it would be so much cooler if I was like, if we just got into a fight. Just like, oh, we were victorious. There'll be like one guy still alive, and I just, no, start sounding like a creature. Just, come here, you fucker, and then
You
mount
can
them and then
totally
just tear
do
them up.
that.
You can totally do that. I just recommend not actually eating people because you don't know where they've been.
I don't know where I've been.
Too true.
So,
What do you want, Birdman?
yeah, all right. So, all right. Enough with you. Let's go ahead as I look at O'Shea. All right. So, what is your moral compass? I mean, I know you're all peaceful acting and all that, but like, are you a killer at heart? I mean, I know some priests are like killers at heart.
I do what I must to defend myself.
So you don't find any sort of like pleasure in like taking a life?
No.
So, have you ever like pecked someone to death before?
O'Shea doesn't answer.
Oh, he totally has. He totally has. All right. But I don't know. There's nothing wrong with fighting. I don't mind fighting. Fighting is a pastime for me. But I kill if I have to, if it's absolutely necessary. But I mean, I'm perfectly content with just knocking someone the hell out. But yeah. All right. Well, since you finished with your shower, O'Shea.
Yeah, I was waiting on you to be done then.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
ready.
Well, let's head out because I need to restock. So I guess our is a friend fellow outside waiting, or can we wave him down?
The cab driver, Ollivander, is there.
Have the vendor. Hey, Arlie, what's going on?
Ah, why, hello. Where we headed
Hey.
this day?
Real quick, wanted to head to the Dwarven Hammer. Gotta place an order.
Can do.
Do you know where to buy potions here?
Your best bet's the Droma. That's where the two competing alchemists are.
Awesome. We'll need to go there after we go to this armory place.
Well, the Droma's on the way. If we can hit that up first, and then the Artisans District.
Sure.
Okay.
We'll do that.
That works.
Okay. You guys head on towards the Droma, and as you pull up, he tells you, in all honesty, I would probably talk with Barnsworth Caduceus of the Bronze Crucible, and he points to the right side, which you can see a little sign outside that says the Bronze Crucible. Armstrong's Apothecary's a little cheaper quality. You will pay more for Barnsworth's quality, but honestly, it's worth it, I think. But I'll wait out here for you. Take your time.
Thank you, sir.
There we go.
Out of character, unless y'all had something y'all wanted to do here, I was just buying potions, so y'all can continue to do that. I'm gonna just tell Brady what I'm buying.
I want to get a healing potion.
So
Okay.
that's what I was gonna do. I was just gonna get like 2 healing potions.
Yeah, because I've got no healing spells. So
And I was gonna go to the cheaper option.
I want to go to the Bronze Crucible.
Okay. So inside you see this little gnomish man. He actually, I don't know if I showed you guys last time. But yeah, he's in there. Ah, yes, hello, hello. What can I do for you?
Which one is this? Is this the Bronze Crucible or the other one?
Yes, Bronze Crucible.
Okay. Hello, I'd like to buy a couple of healing potions, if I could.
Would you like strong, weak, or mild?
What's the cost between the different ones?
Well, the weak one, 50 gold a pop. The mild one, 150 gold. And the strong one, 450 gold.
Oh dear.
They're not easy to make. But if you have materials, I could be commissioned to create them for you for half price.
What materials do you need to make the healing potions?
Well, all of them have the basic substrate of a very, very common medicinal herb. It's the catalyst that's the hard part to come across. Essentially, I have to use monster parts. The stronger the monster, the stronger the brew. But the more complex it is to create.
Oh, hey, Mr. Guy. With this hair. Do you have any interest in this? And I pull out a basilisk guy.
I could use it to make you a potion of healing, or perhaps, and he starts to look at it a little closer, perhaps maybe an petrification brew?
Well, I got 4 of them.
Ah. Yes, if you want them turned into potions, I can definitely do so. Those will give you the weaker version of the potion of healing that you're looking for. So, for 4 of those, I could make you 2 potions of healing, or 2 anti-petrification brews, or I could make 1 of each. Total gold cost, 50 gold.
Okay. Do you think they could be used for anything else?
I'm sure with the right set of skills you could make use of them in various ways, but I'm an alchemist, so I would be able to brew potions. If you want something really out of left field, perhaps you could go talk to the old maidens at Holly Oak.
Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that. I appreciate it, but
Yes, you're welcome.
You don't come across basilisk guys too much, and I have the gold if I wanted the healing potion.
That makes sense. So then, would you like to purchase any potions?
Yeah, sorry. What was the prices again? 50 for the mild, 150 for the medium, and then how much for the strong?
450 for the strong.
Okay. Um, can I do 1 medium and 2 milds?
Medium, mild, same thing, dear.
What?
I think you meant weak and medium?
I heard 3 prices.
Correct, but you said the same thing, just different terminology.
Huh? A mild and a medium.
And
A
he kind of
100.
like, he starts to stroke his head. Do you want a weak potion, a medium potion, or a superior potion?
I'd like 1 weak and 1 medium.
Ah, see, what you said was mild and medium, which is the same thing. Right?
How is that the same?
Is anyone else tracking?
In
She
spice
wants-
level,
No?
they're different.
We're not
Don't mind
talking
me, I'm
spice
just sitting
here. But yes, 1 weak, 1 medium. I can do that. That'll be a grand
Awesome.
total of 200 gold.
Cool. Here it is.
Okay, and he takes the gold and let me open your character sheet and I will add potions. Potion of healing. 1 and greater potion of healing. Excellent. Anybody else need any type of potions? Name an effect, I'll see if I can make it happen.
That's it for now. Thank you.
Do you have any that can make me big?
Ah, you want a
Oh,
potion?
or really small?
You want one that allows you to do one or the other as you choose, more expensive, but it can be done, or do you want a specific, either enlarge or shrink?
Well, do you
Oh.
have all 3 of those options?
I would have to make the one that combines the two, and it would take me a few hours, but I could do it. Otherwise, I do have the other two, and here's the caveats. I would have to combine the two to make the single brew.
I think I would be cool with just them by themselves. I don't need the combined.
By themselves, each one's 120 gold.
Let's see. I'll buy the one that makes me small.
Okay. So, 120 gold then.
I have 50 platinum. Is that 500 gold?
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna convert the platinum to gold. Are you cool with that?
Yep.
120 gold gone.
Okay. Doesn't look like there is a ready-made potion, unfortunately, in my compendium. So, what I'm going to do is just give you a potion of healing and then change the effects of what it does.
Okay.
Oh, wait, here it is, I think. Yep, never mind. It was under a different name than I was searching. Here we are, 120 gold for you. Or from you. And there's your potion. Potion of growth. Enjoy.
Most dope, dog. Thank you. Growth.
Anybody
Don't I
else
want to?
need any
Oh,
brews?
but this one is only reduced, right?
Correct. So
Okay.
when you, we'll just,
I'll remember. There's no way I'll want to get myself bigger.
I'll call it the potion of shrink. And it does not summon somebody to talk to your problems about.
I have a lot of problems.
Was O'Shea buying any potions? Right? You said you wanted potions. How many do you want?
Yeah, I wanted them, but like from the cheaper option person.
Oh, from not Barnsworth?
Yeah, not him.
Okay. So you walk into Armstrong's apothecary then. Ah, yes! Hello! Not very often that we get bird folk like yourself. What can I do for you? You here to get in the fights? Need some potions to help you out?
Yes, sir.
What
and I asked him
exactly
how
are
much
you
that
in
potion
for?
was. Just some healing potions.
Well, I've got some weaker versions, and then I've got some mild ones.
All right, how much are your milds?
Those ones will cost you about 50 gold. I've got 3 of them left.
I'll take them.
Alright, perfect. And he puts a case onto the thing, and he pulls out a brew that looks exactly like the weak potion that Tamsin had just purchased. And I have added 3 of them to your sheet. So deduct 150 gold. You should be able to type in the gold column minus 150, and it'll do the subtraction for you. Or if you're like Kirsten, you could do the math yourself.
Dope.
Roasted.
What else do you have here?
Well, it really depends on what it is you're looking for, but I've got all manner of battle-enhancing effects. Are you trying to deal a little more brute strength? Are you trying to get bigger or perhaps smaller? Maybe you're trying to go invisible or even fly. Maybe you want to be faster. I do. It's not cheap, mind you.
Oh. How much?
180 gold.
Oh, yeah, you were not joking.
Yes, these potions not super easy to come by, and it's even harder to have the right set of skills and equipment to make them.
Oh, man. So you know how to make them if I were to find the ingredients and whatnot?
Yes, if you brought the ingredients, I could give you a discount, 25% off.
Nice. Can I have a list?
Sure, yeah, definitely. I'll just need a couple moments to jot down the notes. And you see him sort of scratch his head, and he goes to the back, and he grabs an ink quill and some paper, and he starts to jot down some stuff. He rolls it up and hands it to you. Those are what I need for an invisibility potion. You bring that back, and we should be good to go.
O'Shea greatly appreciates you.
Yes, and Arth appreciates O'Shea. I don't know why I was speaking this way.
O'Shea walks out.
Confusing.
Pleasure doing business.
Yes, thank you much. Can't wait to see you come back with those resources. And he waves his hand, and then you walk out. And the party gathers back around into the cart with Ollivander and heads on to the artisan district. And you said you wanted to go to the Dwarven Hammer, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's our boy,
It's your boy.
Prondar. Yeah. Oh, how you doing? Didn't I see you
Hey.
earlier this morning?
Yep.
You-
Had a bit of a situation.
What? You look different. Did someone paint you? Or was that makeup?
That is
Why are you
totally
so
what happened.
pale?
Yeah, trying out a new look. I'm going.
Looks good on you. You look more
Make-
feminine. No offense if that's not what you're going for.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the kind of look I've been trying to go for. It's not that bad. Appreciate it for you noticing.
And he winks at you and does finger guns. I'm just joking, no finger guns. But he points at you with a wink.
All
So,
right.
what are you
well,
looking for today?
Well, I had a bit of a situation where I lost all those beautiful javelin that you made for me, so I'm
What?
gonna have to order more.
That's mighty surprising. Especially in the course of a couple hours, you lost 10 of them. But I'm sure you have your stories, and I mean, I wouldn't mind hearing it, honestly. Do you want the exact same thing? I've got the schematics ready to roll and all that jazz. Same price, 10 gold for the lot.
Yep, let's do it. You're officially my
Still want
my
that little
go-to
devil
fellow.
horns insignia?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. And I see you brought your friends with you this time. You've got quite the crowd. Any of you looking for any custom work?
I push Maeve up there. You should totally get you a dagger.
I don't need one. I have my scythe.
No, you should get you a dagger.
I have daggers.
Yeah, you should get you a nice little shiny dagger.
I just bought potions. I'm
Right.
running low on money.
No, daggers are pretty cheap here.
Could I get a? Well, I would actually like two things. Could you get a dagger for me that like fits my mouth better than this normal dagger? Maybe a cool, fancy donkey rapier.
Did you say donkey rapier?
Okay.
The dog says to him, "No, the doggy rapier."
Oh, doggy. See, that's where we had a little disconnect. I'm sure I could do something like that, although... And he starts to, like, look at you. Mind if I touch around your teeth and such?
That's fine.
And he pulls out a small little ruler, and he starts to measure around your snout and stuff. And he opens up your mouth, and he sort of starts to measure the teeth. Yeah, I don't see any problem with that. Something you'd be able to use with your mouth quite easily. It would be a custom job, so gotta add the 5 extra gold to it. Are you wanting anything else done to it? You want it coated in silver, made out of adamantine? Do you want it encrusted with a gem for a nice sheen of whatever color you choose?
What
All
would
of those custom
I
options
do?
obviously do increase the price. Might not increase the effectiveness of the weapon, in all honesty.
What does the adamantine do?
If you're really mad at a chair and you want to fuck it up, definitely use an adamantine weapon. Much more effective. The metal's harder, so it's even harder to break it. But against smaller objects and such, it's gonna deal quite a bit more damage. Otherwise, completely useless. Especially for a dagger, I'll be honest. If you're trying to stab a door, you might as well try to pick the lock.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have any? I
And
don't
if you
think I
don't
have
have
any
any
gems left.
we could supply you a color. Just a little extra on the fee.
I think I could do without the gem, but silvered would be a good thing. For
I can
both.
do that easy. I can
You know,
do
just in
that
case you come up
easily.
against some vampire boys.
Well, I don't know if it's really effective against vampire boys, but I do know lycanthropes don't like it at all.
Yeah, those two.
Alrighty then. So you just want one dagger with the ability for you to hold it in your mouth comfortably, and you want it silvered?
Yeah, please. And
Alright,
maybe
that
you'll
should
come
be
back for
quite
a fancy
easy.
rapier. I'm not sure I need one right now.
I'm sure I could do that for you too. I'm thinking that with the amount of work to make the custom hilt, it's gonna be about 25 gold. You can pay now, you can pay once the job's done.
I'll just pay when I come back.
Okay.
Hey, and Trondar, you still take too late to me for me to take up that offer of doing some work for you for a little bit?
Not at all. As long as you got the hours to help us with either keeping the forges up and running or to pound out some metal, I'll pay you hourly.
I could do it both. I have nothing
Not
else
sure
going on.
how. Very well, very well. Anyone else want to take up the offer? 5 gold an hour? Pretty good price, honestly. You won't find easier work. Well,
Not sure what I
I
can
guess
do.
easy work in your mind, to your mind, but hard on the body. But I mean, it's a strengthening exercise at the same time. And he starts to flex and get into different poses, much like that scene in Full Metal Alchemist when Armstrong meets Teacher's husband.
Oh yeah, I remember that. They just having a flex off.
Yup.
I'm not sure if there's really much that I could do to help.
Do you do anything with fire?
Energy. Nothing really with fire.
No. Well, I don't know. Hey, Durandar, is there anything that she can do? I mean, she is a magical person. Is there any other way to heat up the flames?
If you don't have fire magic, I don't think so. Perhaps maybe if you got some sort of wind magic, we could use that, but otherwise not really. I'm drawing a blank on that one, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But if you are trying to use your magical abilities at work, I do know that there is a group that essentially they're called the beautification department, and they go around the city cleaning up the place with their magics. You could probably get some work with them.
Well, thank you. I'll think about it.
It's no worries. So 10 javelins, 10 gold, and 1 custom fit dagger for a beautiful little pup. 25 gold. Anything for your Eric? God damn it! I can't fucking say the name of that race. Arakakra.
No, I'm
said
fine.
He said that in character, by the way.
I know. I do apologize. Normally people call you bird folk, and I know that's not really what you like to be known as.
Birdman, right?
Birdman.
It's
All
bird.
right. Well, if
first.
that's all you got, then I'll go ahead and get on to working right away, and should have them done by the early morning. We open up at
And
8.
and I guess I'll stick around here for a bit to help you guys out.
All right, perfect. I'll show you what we need done.
If you need me, you guys know where I am.
Bye.
Yeah, just on top of Whitechapel.
So,
Let's see. Is there? I think what we'll do actually, we'll go ahead and call that session, and then it's sounding like we're doing some downtime activities. So, what I want to do to make it a little bit easier is you guys tell me how much time you want to spend doing downtime activities. It can be anywhere from a couple hours to a couple days to a couple weeks, whatever time that you guys want to spend. And you let me know what sort of activities your characters are trying to do. If you're trying to make money, you know, we'll figure out if you're able to find something that is looking for your particular set of skills that your character has available to them. If you're looking for rumors or information on things, we'll do roles for that. If you're trying to meet people, potential contacts and stuff like that, we can do roles for that too. And yeah, it doesn't have to be an absurd amount of time. It could literally be for a couple hours. Your character's going around the city looking for X, Y, and Z. So, and if, of course, if you don't have anything that comes to mind, you don't have to do it. You can literally just wait if you wanted to as well. Sounds like Angie's going to be
I
spending
wanted to
a
go to
couple
the
hours at
Holly
the
Oak.
forge.
So should I do that
Okay.
later? Or
I
include
take it
that
you're
in
going
the
to the Holly
session?
Oak just to talk, right?
Yeah, and see what they can do
And
with those eyeballs.
okay, yeah, that will actually do real fast then. Does anyone? I know Angelica stays back at the Artisans District. Does everyone join Snoopy in going to Holly Oak?
I think I want to explore the town a little bit. Just like get a lay of the land.
Okay.
I'll go.
What
With
about
Snoopy.
you, Gerald? So
He said
we'll
he'll
do
come.
this last part. Yeah, we'll do this last part at Holly Oak, and then we'll close the session. And Kirsten, go ahead and be thinking of what exploration, like, if you're trying to find anything specific, I guess the more specific you are, the easier it is to determine what your roll result will be. Kevin, you be thinking of how many hours you want to spend working at the forges and stuff, and
Okay.
then Joe and Gerald will, as you guys roll up to Holly Oak,
You
you
said it's like
guys. Hmm?
you say it's about like 1:30 now, right? Just about.
Correct.
Okay. So I'll
Yeah.
think of that.
Seeing as how you're a gigantic undead woman that doesn't need to eat or anything and don't feel because you're dead, you could just work 24-hour days.
In all honesty, yeah. But at the same time, I do want to try out my vigilante stuff tonight.
Oh, also, what do your CSIS do?
They actually have shock charges.
Oh,
So I have
that's
like 6
cool.
charges of shock damage that I could do if I choose to do them. And you said they like have like give me resistance too. Brady?
No resistance. They just allow you to do extra lightning damage, and what they do is if you hit and use the charge for the lightning damage, the creature you attack with it can't take reactions until the end of its next turn.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
dang, that's really good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's like you do a paralyzer.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like a stunning
Another
strike.
Yeah.
paralyzer.
It's like a stunning
No,
strike
not
without
Yeah.
quite as
having the
good.
ability to stunning
A
strike.
weaker version for sure, but still a very, very nice thing to do. So you guys roll up to Holly Oak, and as you do, you see sort of lingering outside in their sort of like, I guess, clearing with a large cauldron that's bubbling, and it's got a trail of steam going off. You see Innis Craft, and she's sort of walking around, stroking her chin and stuff like that. And she occasionally flips her fingers around, and you see the spoon change direction. She looks like she's very deep in thought. And Snoopy, the really strange thing about what you're seeing is the creature that is sitting on her shoulder. As you start to get closer and closer, you start to see the emerald scales shimmer with the sort of sunlight as it hits. And you see a baby green dragon sitting on her shoulder. It's kind of just like it's got its tail wrapped around her neck for support, and it's kind of just looking around. And as you come up, and its craft glances at you for a second, turns around, walks away, and then she stops for a second, turns in place. What do you want?
Hi, Ines. So, I came across these interesting items that you might find useful. If I could trade them to you for something cool, or if you can make something out of them. Would you like to know what they are?
She glances at you and like kind of in a like she's scanning you. You've already cost me quite a bit of trouble today. What else do you have then?
How so?
What do you
Didn't
mean,
need
how
to.
so? Your friend Lyd came over and told me all about your little deal, and now you don't owe me any task.
I see. Yeah, well,
I would be very appreciative
I
of your
never really
friend.
owed you a task. Everybody else that owed you a task are dead. So, I'm sorry that that happened
Exactly
to
my
you.
point.
So, I mean,
How could you let them all die like that? I try to be friendly with you.
Innes, it's I gave every single one of them a chance to live. It's their decision to die. I couldn't do anything. I mean,
Godless, I'm
seriously.
still upset, but we can still
Okay.
deal.
Cool, because
What do you
I'm pretty
have?
over it. You're gonna like this, I think. um, I have 4, not just basilisk guys, but undead basilisk guys.
Are they
Check it out.
preserved?
Absolutely. Well, I mean, I plucked them like less than an hour ago.
And she comes up and she takes them and she holds them up to the light and starts to like gauge it by bringing it closer to her eye with one eye shut and bringing it a little further. Yes, these are pristine. Very, very well cultivated indeed.
Yeah, I did really
And
good
I
on the
think,
second one.
yes, the cuts are quite fine. You didn't ruin it. What exactly are you trading them for? Or
Well,
what would you like me to create with them?
see, I don't know really what you can do with them, so I was wondering, and I assume they have very unique properties.
Oh, yes.
So,
Yes, they do. A novice would take these and make a potion of anti-petrification. But I could do you one better.
could you?
You are the sneaky type. I can do one of 2 things with these. I could make you a batch of oils that you could coat your blade and possibly turn someone to stone. Or I could make them into a drinkable poison. The moment you drink it, you start to turn to stone, regardless of how vigorous you may be.
Oh, like it doesn't matter how strong you are?
Well, I guess I shouldn't term it that way, but more than likely it won't. Very strong.
Hmm. Now,
It would
will
take
it
all
be?
4 of the eyes to make 1 vial of it. And I believe the coating, you'd probably be able to coat your blade for about a minute before it wears off. And you'd be able to do, I think you could coat it 5 times. Whereas the potion, or the poison rather, let's not be coy, you would have 3 uses of it.
I would definitely take the poison. That sounds more useful in different situations. Or are you willing to
Very
trade
well.
something to just have those for yourself? Either way works for me.
Oh. Are you looking for monetary value, perhaps?
No, not necessarily.
What are you looking for? What are you interested in? A trinket of sorts, perhaps? How's
Perhaps
the
a
eye?
trinket. I like lift my eye patch. Um, it's really awesome.
It
That's
looks
why
quite cozy.
he had that was kind of something. Just making its way in there. But you know what? I like it. So,
Very
um,
good.
like that's basically why I came is because you're able to give me such a cool thing. I understand that this is nothing compared to a dragon egg. What'd you name him or her? I don't know.
It is a her, and her name is Mythis.
That's a cool name.
Thank you. And Mythis kinda... Actually, let me get something. Mythis kind of shakes her head and starts to sort of do these low growls, but you can definitely tell that she's not doing these in an aggressive manner. She's more doing it in like she's speaking in a language that you just don't understand.
Gotcha. Um, so yeah, I just know that you have some interesting trinkets, so maybe I'd rather have one of those instead.
Uh, for basilisk eyes. She starts to look at you for a second. Would you like, perhaps, a eye for an eye?
Do you mean like I won't? Possibly. What does that mean?
Well, hold on, let me read this thing real quick.
Another fake eye that burrows into my head.
No. So, yes, hold on one moment. I'll be right back. She walks away, and then she comes back out, and she's got these three vials with these clear lenses inside of them. These are quite capable. They're little things that you put onto your eyeball, and they give you a very significant effect for a short amount of time. Well, one of
Um,
them does. This one, and she pulls it out, and it's got like you can see that it's sort of colored. So it's not like a clear glass. It's pigmented with blue. This one, while you're wearing it, you could charm somebody, make them a little more susceptible to your dealings, maybe make them a friend of yours, or perhaps have them fight your enemies for you.
Oh, I know all about that.
This one, and she brings out one that's got this sort of like cloudiness to it. This one just makes it to where you see a little bit better. You're more investigative. And then this one is a little bit different. This one makes it to where you're a lot more perceptive with your sight.
Are those consumable or interchangeable?
The first and the last one require a little extra bit. You need to be attuned to them. And the middle one, that one, it just works.
So it works all the time. Like it's not a one-time use.
Correct.
Oh man. You know what? I think I'll take those instead of the potions. I think consumables are never as good as something that lasts, you know?
Very good. And she grabs out 2 of the lenses. Shall I? Or are you able to put them into your eyes yourself?
I don't know if I can use the attunement one.
Well, oh, I guess. Which one did you want? I apologize.
Oh, do I only get to
You
pick
want
one?
the... Oh, yes.
Or
These
do
are
I get all
very,
three?
very,
Sorry.
very powerful.
I guess I'm...
You get 1 for the 4 eyes.
Hello?
So, essentially... Do you not hear me?
I do now, yeah.
Okay. You get 1 of them for the 4 eyes.
Okay. How effective is the charm one, or does she not really...
It's probably not as strong as someone that's well versed in the spell casting of enchantments. But against weaker foes, it shouldn't be an issue. I'd say it's a little above average.
Brady, how about I think about it and I'll send you an answer.
That works.
So we don't, people don't have to wait around for me to think.
Did O'Shea have anything that he wanted to discuss with Inniscraft now that he has met her?
No.
Okay.
You know you want to give her a
So
pamphlet,
with
dude.
that, do you want to give her a pamphlet, dude?
Are we leaving?
Actually, yeah, Snoopy, are you gonna make your decision and then bounce, or then were you gonna say, ask and talk to her more?
Oh no, I'm done
Actually, I
with this
guess,
lady
yeah.
for...
Okay.
The first one it is the charm. The second one was, I would assume, either proficiency or advantage.
That was
in
the investigation. Yeah,
And
and
then
then the third one is perception.
Is it advantage or like proficiency?
Yes, advantage.
I'll definitely take the charm
For
one since
relying
I
on
already
sight.
have advantage a lot of times on perception. So
The
I'll pick the
charm
charm
one
one.
does take attunement.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not for me, but maybe someone else can use it too. So.
Okay. I have put it in your inventory, so it is the Eyes of Charming.
Cool.
That. So they have 3 charges, and while wearing them, you can use 1 charm to cast Charm Person. The spell save is 13 on a humanoid within 30 feet of you, provided that you guys can see each other. and they regain all charges at dawn.
Okay, cool. That's a lot of charming per day.
Pleasure
So
doing business, dear. Do come back. She
if I
says it
find
with kind of
anything
like
cool,
a sarcastic tone.
As we're leaving, I'm
Like
gonna
you can,
set a pamphlet on the table.
and as you do that, she sort of like she whispers something in Draconic. It sounds like she's saying Dracaris or something like that, and and
Snoopy goes up in flames.
Mythos turns around and you can see this poison smoke that encoats the pamphlet, and you watch as it shrivels up.
I send a message to Innes and I go, "Yeah, I feel the same way."
Does she have a mailbox?
No.
All right. Well, we leave, but I leave one at the doorstep as we close the door.
Okay. And with that, we will conclude tonight's session. So let me end my stream, and I'll be right back.
Alright.
Alright, that was a fun session. Got to introduce the 2 new characters. I like the way we did it. I like the fact that they're kind of going in a introduction route of, hey, we were told to come and find you. We don't know why, but I'm sure we'll figure it out, because it leaves it open for things like that, to like the actual reasons to essentially formulate later on if the players don't have anything thought out. So yeah, hopefully everybody enjoyed themselves, and until we see you next time, peace.